Hello, folks. Welcome to Go About Games. No, I did my traditional greeting and I was supposed to say Oye Beltalowda and I forgot because I was too excited.
Beltalowda!
Beltalowda! Yeah. Hello, welcome to Go About Games. My name is Millie and we're going to play some Expanse. I've got some friends here and we're going to have a ball. But we have all never played the Expanse. So we're going to slowly go through this book. And just make sure now and again we'll check in. So if you've never played the Expanse either, that's great. Feel free to help us out in the chat, but we might not see that and just make a ruling and move on. So just remember that. The other thing I need to do before we get into it is people who made this RPG. Have they got a picture?
Green Ronin.
Green Ronin. Look, these guys down here. No, somewhere. I stopped showing the book because my camera's not picking it up. Green Ronin have been really cool and given us a PDF bundle to give away. So they've given us some stuff for us, just for us. But they have also given us some PDF bundles, which includes the core book. It includes the very adventure we're playing this next couple of weeks, and then also a PDF that is not yet available. It is the Ships of the Expanse PDF, which comes out in a couple of weeks. If you type hashtag Anne Bonny into chat, you'll be entered into a draw. And towards the end of the night, Pete will do some magic, and then a name will appear, and we'll all get excited for you. And then you come and join the Discord, and I'll show you how to get your PDFs. So that's that. Yes, you have to enter to win. I know, Evil Gilmore, you have not entered and won before, but I've been assured that you this time have to press the hashtag to win. Put the hashtag into chat. So, can you enter, Adun? No, because Green Ronin gave you a core book. Because I thought about this, and when we was chatting with the wonderful Troy from Green Ronin, I was like, our cast gets sad that they can't enter. Can we have some PDFs and things for them? And they went, yes, of course. And I was like, great. So yes, we've got some PDFs for the cast as well, which is always good. Thank you very much to the folks at Green Ronin. This won't be the only set we give away. We've got a couple more. I think we were talking on the Discord about doing at least one of our giveaways just for YouTube, but that's for another day. Anyway, let's get to it. Shall we take a moment to introduce ourselves? Where should we start? Who should we go with?
Earth first.
Earth first. All right, go on then, Tom Foley.
Hi, I'm Leon. I'm playing Tom Foley. I'm an Earther. I grew up in like an artistic commune, doing all kinds of weird conceptual art with like bits of technology, linking up with like plants, so like screens and sounds light up and make noises as the plants move in the breeze, kind of really highfalutin stuff like that. But then the commune was basically mismanaged and we ended up losing it. I lost a lot of faith in people I was relying on, became very disillusioned with the whole art movement. And then a patron of some of my art just kind of got me a position on an ice hauler because I got a few tech skills. So now I'm a low-level technician.
Yeah, on the I'm going to say this right, Abzu's bounty. There we go. So if Earth is first, does that make Mars second?
No, Mars is obviously first, but Earth likes to think it's better because it's where all the monkeys come from. And then we escape into space and become so much better. Hello, I'm Audun. I will be playing Isaac van der Graaf, the Martian crack pilot who's able to fly large lumps of ice in a straight line.
Was he a pilot and he on crack?
Yeah.
Already. Who's next? Ben, you got crazy eyes.
Oh, yeah, Brightness. Hello, I'm Ben, one of the many Garblags. I say many, there's like 4. And I'm going to be playing Raf Book, who is a belter. So I've been brushing up on my belter just now. I'm what ice jockey. So I'm an ice jockey and I tie the nets around the ice because I'm quite nimble and jumpy, especially in 0G.
And a new face to the channel, but just as wonderful as everybody else. It's Andy. How you doing, Andy?
Hello, guys. I'm Andy. I'm going to be playing a belter called Lev Molina, who is slightly criminal, but basically a decent guy. Dirt poor belter from, grew up in a polyamorous commune on the asteroid of Hygeia in the belt, where he grew weed and occasionally helped to misplace shipments coming through the docks while he was working at as a communications tech there. But he has left to work on the Abzu's bounty for reasons that he has so far kept to himself. He likes to keep a low profile. But he's a nice guy. He's a talker. He doesn't want to get into any trouble. I'm sure this is going to be a nice, quiet trip. Yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Nothing interesting ever happens in
Oh
space.
yeah, now it just flies the ice, man. That's it.
Absolutely, yeah. Nothing ever happens in the Expanse to ice haulers
No.
at the start of a
Well,
series.
there was that one time, but that's very rare. It's like edge case scenario.
Yes, definitely.
Get the ice, fly to series. Fly to series, don't you get the ice? Get the ice, fly to series.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
indeed.
all very simple.
So that kind of makes an interesting point as we talk about the Cant. Remember the Cant and the Canterbury. This takes place at the end of book 1. That's where the RPG starts, which if you were joining our watch party, I know we were lamenting them a couple of days ago about not continuing, is season 2, episode 5 of the TV show. It's not exactly the same timeline as the TV show. It sticks to the books more, but that's kind of where we are. So something has just gone into Venus. We're not sure whether it was a strange experiment, an alien thing, Earth trying to cover up something, Mars trying to cover up something. It definitely wasn't the Belters, because we all know they're disorganized and just not capable of stealth technology or organizing anything, or
The sound's coming off at Eros.
Yeah,
They were lit.
and there's music coming out of the Eros station, so that's possibly what's been playing all over the Bounty recently. So a typical ice haul on the Bounty is about 6 months. 2 months out, about 3-4 weeks collecting ice, and then about 3 months turning around and going back. Our captain, and I said it wrong the other day, was it Reyes?
Reyes.
Reyes, there we go. Thank you. Our captain, she's an Earther and she is incredibly dependable. Like, she has never missed her delivery bonus. She's always on time. She's always by the book. The ship runs well because she's just happy to kind of tick along and make sure everything is crossed and dotted, and she's gained a great reputation from it. It's a nice ship to do your haul on or whatever. Her Exo Bart, he's a little bit of a bully, a little bit of a gossip, but quite a pleasant belter gent. And those are the kind of main figures on the ship. The ship operates in three shifts. You've got your first shift, which is very early in the morning. You got your second shift, where you're most likely to bump into your captain and your XO and all the senior staff. And then you've got your third shift, which is the middle of the night, late in the evening shift, which is the one that most of you folks are on. That's your shift. It's maybe you like being that late at night. Maybe you just want to hide and keep your face out of sight. But that's where most of you guys spend your time. A couple of things have made this run a little bit more interesting since you've got to Saturn. Raf, one of the hauls you were bringing in and securing, you found out it had impurities in, and it was sectioned off to one side, placed away from the main haul, and then it was a bit odd that Mitchell, the Exo Bart, he came to you and a couple of other belters, and he asked your team, your squad, to drill out this section of impure ice, put it over near one of the docking bays, net it up over there, and just just keep this on the down low. Don't worry, folks. It's not going to affect our haul. It's just a precaution, and we'll definitely still make our quota and everything. Just don't panic the crew, okay?
It's overtime, boss man. You see?
Yeah, overtime. Absolutely.
I figure that the ice net crew kind of sit around a lot. And then when you get to the ice, they have this frenetic 3 or 4 days of just doing loads and loads of work, probably speeding their tiny minds off.
Mm-hmm.
And then another couple of weeks of doing very, very little.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, he asks you to section off this chunk of ice that has registered impurities. Tom, Foley, sorry. During one of your shifts, it's really odd because you've got an order, a work order that is collect one of the freezer units from the kitchens and deliver it to the bridge.
Yeah, that's odd.
And it just strikes you as a little bit odd. And when you get there, bearing in mind it's still very late in the third shift, the captain is there in her captain's office, and as you wheel this freezer unit in on some sort of trolley, because they're not cool, they haven't got grav sleds or anything like that. It's an old trolley with wheels. As you wheel this in, you can see the Exo Mitchell and a couple of folks, and they're moving the arms out of the captain's arms locker. And they're taking, there's a couple of rifles and a couple of pistols in there, and they're going to take them to one of the other arms lockers. And the captain brings you in, and she looks down at a display or something and is like, yes, Foley, can you install the refrigeration unit in the arms locker, please?
Yeah, can do, Captain. Yeah, well, any reason you need a freezer?
It's just some details from corporate. Thank you.
All right.
And she leaves the captain's office. She leaves you to it while you install the freezer. Lev, Mitchell comes over to you some point during this shift of you've seen Tom, you've seen Foley wheeling in some weird equipment. And Mitchell, the Exo, comes over. He says, Lev, I need you to run, and he leans in pretty close as the captain leaves the bridge. I need you to run some full diagnostics on the communications array. Can you just get that started now?
Yeah, no problem, boss man.
And he does. He looks at the time, the ship's time, and he's like, yeah, get that done right now. And he...
No problem. So what was that Foley just bringing to Captain's office? That looked like a freezer. You having pie in there or something?
No. Well...
Communication diagnostic, that shut down the whole comms array, man.
What's Mitchell up to, man? No, corporate, I don't know what it is. I mean, somebody was saying that they found a little green man in the ice around Saturn.
Oh, man. If an egg, you do not want to mess with that shit. I've seen that movie. Don't look in here.
That historic one, yeah. 2D boring stuff, yeah. But I seen it. But no, corporate want to keep it in a freezer. But
are you for real? For real with you talking about actual alien type shit?
I haven't seen it. Only the impurity count came back on the ice. Way out of tolerance. Strange readings, man. Strange readings. Not sure if it's gonna make trouble for later runs. We just asked to drill it out and keep some of it in the freezer, keep it safe so they can but quotas met, budgets on, bonus beyond time if we keep to the thing. Just some overtime for some of the jockeys, maybe me and the captain have more hours together. Yeah.
I'm on it, man. On it.
Oh, yeah. Full diagnostics. Yeah.
And maybe at the end of this there'd be like bonuses all around, yeah, for what we find.
Big bonuses, maybe even like any elas, maybe even like hush money. Yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah, and elas. Isaac, as the captain comes out, she makes her way around the bridge. She comes back in with some tea. She comes over to you and she says,
I wasn't playing a game. No, I'm very focused.
good.
What? No. Hello, T. Yes.
I need you to run some calculations. We might be leaving a little ahead of schedule. And
Oh, okay.
she looks about. She says, our ice quota is a little lower than normal. I need you to just run the numbers to make sure that we won't overshoot. Make sure that we can get there. Just keep it. And she I know it's not. I don't want to spook the crew. Okay.
Okay. So spook them because our ice is low, or because we might miss our station.
Well, with the
we
ice,
won't do that.
With the ice being below our predetermined quota, our mass, and then the mass. Yeah. But corporate have assured us we will still get full pay if we make it our priority to return to series.
Why are we not loading up with the full amount? We've already done those calculations. We got the fuel for that and everything. Corporate doesn't send us out with too much fuel. That never happens.
And she just sort of shrugs and she says, "I've done this run 15 years. Corporate send a long message that says, 'Come back now.' It'll take a few hours for the message to go back if I ask a question. I've just learned to just take the question. As your captain, I just say, just run the numbers for me, Isaac."
Oh, you're the captain. I'll run the numbers. It's okay. It's fine. And thank you for trusting me with the astro navigation. It's often, leave that to the first pilot. But, it's nice that you trust me now.
Well, if you run the numbers, we can have them check. And you begin, and she's just like heads off, meets up with Mitchell. They have a few words. He's like, no problem. I'll keep the crew all under control. You go back to bed. We'll have this ready for our shift later. Raph, after maybe an hour or two of Foley, would you like to make the first roll of the evening?
Yes.
All right, let me find the roll here.
Let me get my character sheet. There we go.
Scoot.
I have my
Getting
3
the
dice.
freezer roll.
One different coloured dice is my drama dice.
Drama.
Just drop one of my dice.
Yay!
It's a good start.
Got
Drama
spares.
right there.
That's the best dice. That dice is going to give you the nicest number as well.
Oh, probably. I don't know where that's gone.
Never seen that again.
That's not coming back. Until it pings up the Hoover next week.
Especially they're all 6s, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Very quiet in space.
Shall I try and summary explain the rolling method in Expanse?
Space. No one can hear you read the manual.
No one can hear you flip through the book. If you feel
Yeah, I reckon I've got this.
you reckon you got this, cool.
Yeah. So in Expanse, you roll 3 dice for your skill tests.
Make sure you don't throw any of them on the floor.
Don't throw any on the floor. You add up all 3 of them. You then add +2 if you've got a focus for that skill. And I think you get another +2 for some other benefits, equipment or whatever. The test will have a target number you've got to exceed. You've got to exceed that to succeed. However, this game also has stunts. If your drama die, the other one, that one.
Yeah, there's a dice.
Matches. No, actually, if any 2 numbers match of the 3, doesn't matter which 3, if any 2 match, you get a number of stunt points equal to the value on the drama die. And then you can use stun points to do something a little bit extra, depending on the situation.
In this case, stunt-based fridge installation.
Yeah.
Fridge
Woo!
All right.
Handbrake install that fridge.
All right. So it is an intelligence engineering test,
Okay.
and it's a target number of 10.
Okay, so I do not have engineering as a focus, so I got 11,
Yeah.
but I got no doubles.
All right. So you would also get to, because you've got the equipment to get this done. So you would have also got +2 from the equipment. So 11, 12. So yeah, there is no problem. Takes you a good hour or so to install this fridge into the arms locker. So it's like you'd have to open the arms locker with the code or the key card or that Captain Reyes has got, and then open the freezer. Whatever, like the beers or whatever she's going to store in here would be perfectly chilled to like 0 kind of thing. It would, when she installs, she's inevitably going to install ice, put ice in here. We know that because we're on an ice hauler. The ice won't melt inside the arms locker.
I would like to take some of the googly eyes that I keep in my pocket on a little stick patch and just put 2 of them inside the door. So you'd only see them if you open up the door and look at the inside of the door.
Nice, yeah. A couple of googly eyes in there, sure.
Artistic flair.
Yeah, nice. Job well done. And as you leave, Mitchell, the XO, kind of looks at you. He's like, all done, Foley?
Yep, all good. It's a freezer in the room.
Don't ask. And he just he tries to play it off. He tries to does that like, corporate, man, corporate, what are you going to do sort of thing. Yeah. Head out. If you've got any other jobs, take a break, whatever you fancy. Thanks for this. Don't want to
Cheers, Mitch.
Don't want to spoil or spook the rest of the crew. You know what gossip and stuff is like. So just keep this sort of subtle, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's not at all shady the way they keep telling us they don't want to spook the crew. As a member of the crew, I'm spooked.
Yes, indeed.
I also am spooked.
Yeah.
All right, Raph.
That's spook easy, but I got like a ton of ice, and they're asking me to drill it separate from the rest of the ice.
Yeah. So
There's a little green man in it.
It's a little green man. You're drilling this chunk of ice separate, and the bit that they've sort of tagged as the chunk they want is probably only small enough, only big enough to fit in. Well, you've seen the freezers from the mess hall, right? It'd fit in one of them. It's probably no bigger than maybe a beer fridge kind of size.
So I'm mostly taking a supervisory role at this point,
Yeah.
because you want someone to run around and like tie things up. I got you. But you actually want someone with like technical skills drilling into the ice. That's when one of these slow ass guys gets to do it.
Cool. Do you wanna make which one is it? I'm trying to perception seeing test.
Okie dokie.
Target number 10.
I got my explanation wrong as well. You add up the 3 dice, you add your skill, so if your perception is whatever it is, and then you add +2 if you got a focus.
Yeah. Ooh, thank you very much for all the gift subs.
Wow. Look at that.
Welcome.
Oh, crikey.
Stan,
Yeah.
Uncle Mojo, Motnik, Laughing Outlook. Yeah, welcome.
2, 8, 13, 16.
Wow. Excellent. All right. So you're looking at this ice. You've possibly you've possibly heard somebody mention or suggest that it's a little green man. They've found spacemen on Saturn. Oh my gosh. And it doesn't look like that at all. All you can see is kind of
Oh man, bullshit, innit?
yeah, it just looks like polluted ice. You can see like strange veins of like this black liquid running through what is normally, it's not very clean ice, but it's nothing as exciting as everybody seems to say. It's like strange veins of like black looking running through it, black looking stains in the muddy greyish brown satin ice.
Is the captain thinking that she's going to get a bonus for finding oil on Saturn?
Maybe it could be oil. That's what it could be. The other guys in your crew are just like, I don't know. I just work here, mate.
It don't matter, Beltalowda.
Yeah.
Just get it in the fridge, yeah?
Yeah, so they put it in like a cargo tub, and then there is a bit of I guess this is what Raph would be good at, a bit of a run to get from the loading dock, and you get to use like the first shift lift, like the fancy lift, to go straight up to the deck, command deck kind of thing, and move around the ship. Everybody's like, clear a hole. It's not very busy. It's third watch, that kind of stuff. And you bring it back up. The captain watches you, eyes kind of wide as you bring it in. You put this chunk of ice into the captain's office. She locks it in the arms locker.
You got a gun fridge.
Yes, a gun fridge.
Oh yeah.
And
Got some
then,
ice for you, Captain Bossman.
thank you. If everybody could take a break. I need the bridge for the next... and she looks at her watch. I need the bridge for the next 30 minutes. Everybody, go get some tea. Thank you.
Oh, but I was doing like really complicated maths. Do I have to get tea as well?
Yes. Yeah, she clears everybody out the bridge, sends you all out for
No, all right.
30 minutes.
Fine.
And sends you all off. So I assume you all at some point meet in the mess hall?
Yep.
While I was running that system diagnostic on the comms,
Mm-hmm.
did I get a chance to look at comms that have been sent out by the previous shifts? Because I'm super curious about communications between the captain and corporate about this find. Might I ever had a chance to spot anything?
Yeah. I think that's definitely a communication. Let's see. Communication investigation?
Communication investigation. Well, I don't have a focus in that, so...
And it's not hard. Like, there will be logs here. If you're gonna be... this is a question. So you're gonna just scan the logs, which we'll give you for free, or are you gonna actively search for have they been doing sketchy stuff?
I'm going to specifically look for sketchy stuff because I'm assuming this is not the sort of thing they'll be broadcasting to the...
Okay,
the
so
sort
yeah,
of system.
definitely a communication investigation. Target number 10.
Okay, well, I don't have a focus, but I've got 3 in communication, so... Ooh. 2 6s and a 2.
All right.
So that would be 14 plus 3, 17. I'm
17.
really good at my job.
And because you got doubles, what's your drama dice? Which one was your drama dice?
It's 2 on the drama die.
So you get to do a stunt. Let's find the communication stunts.
No footprint.
This is, yeah, that's what I was going to suggest. See, this is the part of the game I haven't memorized. There's like 120 stunts. I don't know what any of them are. I'm just going to make that stuff up.
Yeah.
But yes, I would like to cover my tracks if I can.
I'm fairly sure you can. Let me just... General combat, chase stunts, resolving a chase. We don't want a melee stunt. We don't want a grappling stunt or a vehicle stunt.
I could grapple the comm system, I suppose, if that would help.
Yeah. Exploration, investigation.
Investigation is what you need.
You do a flip. I keep thinking of stunts in a real physical sense.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Same.
like a bonus.
All out of a window into a pile of cardboard boxes.
Yeah. Right, let me see.
I'm actually quite reassured to see that everybody else here is as sketchy on the rules as I am.
So
Oh,
many
no,
stunts.
like,
I was reading it yesterday. I was just like, I can't remember all these different stunt papers. I just need to
not
know the
even
ones that are
gonna
relevant for me.
try.
It's going to be...
I find that the rules are more your actual guidelines.
Exactly.
No, I think they're more like rules.
Dive through the air in slow motion while typing on 2 keyboards at once.
Oh, that's a hacking stunt.
No, it's not an investigation stunt.
Pete wants you to do a wheelie.
Do a wheelie.
No, that's one of my
Nice.
stunts.
There are vehicle stunts.
Yeah.
We're not
My
using a
piloting
vehicle
stunts
right now.
mostly involve driving through big panes of glass and avoiding stacked crates of watermelons. Don't know what they're doing out here in space, but that's me.
Driving through a shed full of
Are you
chickens.
looking for
Chickens,
investigation stunts, Millie?
Yeah, I just because
Page 103.
Yeah, I just looking at the stunts, and they don't there's only I don't feel like they fit. So I was just looking at the other two to see if there was more.
You're the GM. You can do what you want.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just try and run it as written for our first time, and then we can hack the system. But I think we've got like 40 minutes in, and we're hacking the system. So yeah, I'll take 2 points. I'll take 2 stunt points to cover your tracks. So,
I do have a shady criminal background, so it's
Yeah.
totally the sort of thing I would do.
Yeah. So you're scanning through the logs. There have been a couple of standard updates. Like each second shift, they send out, this is our status, this is our kind of stuff. And there is a couple of high priority markers that have come in and out, but don't have files attached to them. And they all kind of come in, like they're pretty rapid. Given the time delay between here and Earth, this is going right back to corporate head. It's not going to Ceres, it's going to Earth. So the way the trail goes, it goes, we send a message to Ceres, we wait for nothing to come back, then a message from Earth comes in, and then something goes almost immediately back. Then there's the, delay, a couple of hours delay. And then something else comes back in from Earth. And then that is like in your timeline around about the same time as when like orders for fridges being installed, like gun locker things are being moved and that kind of stuff. What you do also notice is there is one message from Mitchell's room, from Mitchell's system, that goes in the opposite direction. Somewhere out in the belt. Just this one odd message. Don't know what the contents is. Don't know what it's doing. But it's just...
Is there a location? Is it presumably a tight beam, not a broadcast?
So
is there a location it was sent to? And is there like a charted asteroid or a station there or something?
No, it's just like kind of pinged to like a coordinates kind of system. This, and this. Just send this tight beam out to this kind of thing.
Okay, that's super suspicious.
That's super
okay,
sketchy.
noted.
Yeah. But yeah, you note all this, and then by the time you've gone through the logs, the diagnostics say 70% or so complete. Captain Reyes is like, I need the bridge for 30 minutes. If you could all just go and get some tea.
If I may, in the course of my recalculations, how light are we? Because that probably would have been one of the first things I would have found out.
Yeah, you've only been here maybe 2 or 3 days, so you've only really got about 15-20% of your ice.
Oof, so we're seriously light. That's suspiciously light. Okay, thank you.
Whatever this impure ice is, it's wigged corporate.
Yeah.
Recalling you home ASAP. So yeah, you all, there's a bit of a buzz down in because everybody in the bridge, so the folks who are just sort of milling around and, monitoring bits and pieces, there's probably about half a dozen folks in there. Raf and your ice jockey team, obviously you've been through the ship, you've got to stick with the 2 hours out in space, 1 hour in, whatever, like health and safety stuff. So there's Raf and everybody sat there as everybody gets into the kitchen, into the mess hall. Third watch chef is a bit like, what's going on? Why are you...
Coffee.
I'm not ready.
Coffee. We need lots of coffee. And maybe some of those hash brown, like substitute things that you make out of I don't know what. I don't want to know what. but mostly
All
coffee.
right, everybody, take some seats. I've got some juice and some water. I'll go and put on. I wasn't expecting.
Juice is better than aqua caca, man.
Aqua caca. I found that out today. Aqua caca is Belter for coffee. Literally means shitty water.
Shit water. Yeah.
Literally.
Hey, Raf! What you boys been doing? Why we got so little ice, eh?
What do you mean, little ice?
We got little ice, man. We're like 15, 20% loaded and we're already turning around. What the hell's going on?
What, we turning around?
Yeah, we're going home.
We ain't ready for turning around, no?
Well, I know, but Captain says we're going home. What you guys find out there?
We got like 20, 30 more rock to get, innit?
Yeah, well, you got it lined up. He's all ready for netting, but
Nah, this
See?
bullshit, man.
show you the calculations, man. Look, here's the ship. Here's how much ice we should have. Here's how much ice we got.
How much are we
Yeah.
going to get paid?
Captain says we're going to get paid.
Exo
We're not
says we're going to
loaded.
get bonus.
Exo talking out of arse.
But how we're going to get paid and going to get bonus if we only got 15% ice, yeah?
I don't know, man. And we're going to be home early, but not early enough to cover, well, not holding ice. And holding
but
ice is like what we do, yeah?
There's some crap in the ice.
What sort of crap? Is it like gold? Is it space diamonds? What's going on?
Hella crap, man.
Black
Like,
crap.
I think that there's some in your load of bullshit. They got two-man captain thinking that she found oil on Saturn or some shit.
That's just crazy talk. Saturn is a giant planet. There wouldn't be oil, and if it was, it would be deeply compressed. And it would have a very interesting chemical structure, actually, now I come to think about it.
All right, Paul, man.
All the Martian chemical and
Tap, 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 tap.
terraforming stuff starts kicking
Yeah, there is
in.
no way in hell that there's oil on Saturn.
No.
No. My overly proud brain is just going off on the little one here. I'm just going to draw up some chemical bonds and stuff. I'll be back with you in just a little bit.
Oh, no. There's like black crap in the ice.
Yeah.
At this point-
Beltalowda separate this ice from the other ice and strap it to the wall, and we'd be drilling out this little chunk. And the captain got a freezer in the arms locker.
To keep the guns cold?
There are no guns in the freezer.
Or
I put the ice in the freezer.
was there any beer in the freezer?
There's no beer in the freezer.
Or what
There's
use
these
is
two
that
little
then?
googly eyes.
What? No, oh, you know what? You know who that is now. That is the
Hey,
artist
Foley.
man. It's the artist man. He put googly eyes on my deck, man.
Foley, what's your two-man doing with ice in the arms locker?
Isn't it cold?
It's
Hearing
already
you-
cold. It's in space.
Hearing you call out to Foley, I'm going to come and join you guys and kind of usher Foley over and just kind of like huddle. Like, Raph, man, the ice, there's something in the ice, man. Did you see like an egg? If there's an egg, man, you shouldn't mess with that shit.
That's bullshit, man. It's just little black Fred.
Like Fred. Oh,
Who's
you
Fred?
know him. He was a good
That's
man.
another name.
Oh, thin Fred, innit?
Oh, thin Fred, not fat Fred. I knew fat Fred.
Seriously, man, I was talking to Mitchell and he said that there is like little green men or some shit in there.
There's no little green.
Don't want to
man.
get that stuff on you, man.
That's bullshit. It's just little like oil or some shit.
Well, that's oil in space, man. The oil is made of like dead dinosaurs and trees and earth shit. Look, right, like there's something weird going on here, man. They said that, they've like Foley with this freezer thing, right? They will put the ice in the freezer, right? And I just checked the comms. They told me to do a comms diagnostic, but I had I saw some other shit that was in there, right? They've been sending tie beams back to Earth, man. Not serious, Earth. Like
Straight
back
to
and forth.
Earth.
And then
The
Mitchell.
head office, yeah?
Well, yeah, it's got them spooked, man. And then I'm going to look around and make sure that nobody's overhearing. And I'm going to be like, And then Mitchell, he sends a tight beam out into the middle of nowhere. There's nothing there.
Well, where did
I
you
checked.
send it? You got the coordinates? Maybe I can have a look.
Have a
No,
look.
no,
man.
Van. What the?
Yeah.
Van says we got 15% ice,
Yeah, we're not loaded. But we're going home.
and we're going home. I don't know what happened to my accent there. Hang on.
It's
There
all right.
it is.
It's all right. No,
In
we
that
did
glass.
it all the time in the program. It's fine.
Beltalowda.
It's
There we go.
space. It's a space accent. It's fine.
I'm finding it really hard not to slide into your South African accent, I have to say.
I have also discovered that there are certain words I should avoid, like black.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, dear, space, man. No, Van Man says we're flying back.
Yeah.
Then
You
Mitchell
go to
was
Saturn, you get the ice. You fly to Ceres.
Yeah.
We not got the
load
ice.
up.
How are we going to get a bonus if
I've
we
been
only got
paid,
15% of the ice?
Maybe we're being fired.
Mitchell
Someone
said
bought the
we get a
company.
bonus. So Mitchell is clearly full of shit, man. I don't know what he's up to, but I got a bad feeling about this.
He's some
Can't get a
sketchy.
bonus on 15% load.
I
No,
think they're
right,
going to
man.
try and cut us out, man. I think this is first shift. They're going to try and pull some shady shit, man.
Someone's bought the company. They're stripping the assets.
Nah, because this is about the ice. This isn't about the assets. If they're
Well, that's the
stripping the
kind of
assets,
earth
they
shit
wait
they
till we
would
full
pull.
and then they fire us. They
Well, I
don't
would
fire
think
us after
that-
we've not done the work.
I can't
don't know.
afford to lose this job, man. Like, whatever this is, I need my bonus. I've got no money. I've got plans. I need.
All right, look. Any of you loader know like chemistry shit?
Yeah, I know chemistry shit.
So if I like maybe got you a bit of the ice, you could, I don't know, look at it.
Well, I could have a yeah, yeah. I guess so.
Maybe we find
need
out
the-
if
need
there
a
is
lab.
something valuable, and then we say, "Oh yeah, cut us in, yeah."
So, also with the ice, yeah. So you cut out the block that fits in the freezer, yeah. Is that all of it, or is there maybe some more?
I don't know. There might be some little bits in it.
Maybe you could go.
That's
get
what I'm
some
saying.
of that
I'll
and
go
we
and I'll
could
have a look, see if
little
there's any
Oliver.
other little bits that I could chip
Well-
out for you to take a look at.
But also, we could take some of that and put it in maybe another freezer. Hey, Foley, you sort us out with another freezer, maybe?
Well, let's find out if there's anything to put in the freezer first.
Well, yeah, but you got to plan ahead, man.
All right, but Ewan's not going to cut us out, yeah?
Yeah.
This is a 25% deal. We all do the
Okay.
work. We all
Yeah,
take
we
the
all
cut.
crew. Yeah.
It is good work, man. I know some people, right? Like, if we want to move it on the down low, then
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking.
Well,
What else are we going to use you for? We got Foley, he the tech man. He can sort out the freezer. We got Van, he can do the chemistry shit and thing. I can
the
go and get the
brains, yeah.
ice, but we need you to shift it if we get something.
yeah, we could do this, man. We could
Are there any other senior staff around? Is like the chief engineer Patel around at all?
No. Patel does not seem to have been woken up to oversee this. Yeah.
Let's see if there's anyone to get gossip off of. Anyone else heard anything?
The biggest gossip on the ship is by far the Exo. By far. Like, some people even suggest they do it to make more gossip happen. Like, they cause gossip to see how far the false rumors will get and if they'll come back to him. Like, that's by far it's Mitchell. While you've been chatting, the third shift chef, he's brought out like tons of ice cream. There's just like a table of ice cream now from the freezer, just stuff everywhere. Like,
Ironic, really,
yeah.
when you think about it.
Yeah. Whilst this is going on, would everybody like to make a perception hearing test?
Oh, yes, very much so.
This would be a target number 12, an advanced test.
Oh,
Perception.
there.
Yeah, perception hearing.
No, it failed. I got an 8.
Would you like to spend fortune to succeed?
No, I'm okay for now.
I've scraped it with a 12. I got
I got
1,
12.
5, and 4 on my dice, but I've got a perception 2.
Yeah. All right. So Raf succeeded. How about Lev?
No, I got 7.
7. All right. And Van or Isaac, how did you do?
Isaac,
Isaac.
I got 12 as well.
12. All right. So both of you here, and it's really odd. It's like I guess both used to the sound of the ship, and that kind of stuff. It's like a tang, 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 like somebody physically banging on something, and it's reverberating through some of the pipes.
It is not a normal noise.
No, it's to both of you, it sort of stands out as an extra bit of noise.
Is it
Been
not
on the
3
ship for a
times?
few
Because if
years.
it's not 3 times, then it means she want me.
No, it is a long, like almost like a beat, almost like somebody's keeping time for something.
You
But
might
not like
ask-
that music out of Eros.
Not like the music out of Eros. No, this is a steady 4/4 beat.
Why is someone playing drums with the ship?
That's a rowing control, isn't it? That's a tang, tang, tang. That's speed. That's get rowing. That's get
row
rowing
your
thing.
ship gently through the ice stream. That
Yeah,
one.
but I think
What
I
are you
found my accent. It's the impression of Naomi.
Naomi.
There we go. I got it.
Naomi. Yeah. And yeah, now Lev and Tom and Foley, now they've pointed it out. Now you can hear, and it's just this tongue. Yeah, that just consistent sort of.
Is it coming from? Is it in the room?
I feel like there's a bit of
The whole ship?
a Battlestar Galactica moment, like Captain, as it's Soul Tie is like it's in the walls. Now, you can hear it. And part of where the mess hall is on the outside, like on the outer edge, and it's coming. You can just hear it banging through the outer edge of the hull, like something's banging on it. As you're sort of looking around, there is the lighting changes to an alert status. Like,
Crap.
like it goes from ambient lighting and it goes off to like red sort of shit's hit the fan. But there's no like alarms going. There's no like you'd expect like a captain to break in on the comms. You'd expect it all to sort of be like, action stations, everybody to the positions, get to the ready line Marines and so on. You're not Marines, but you know what I mean. You'd expect that all to kick in, but it's not. So there's just everybody in the mess hall just like, what?
Hey, Lev, we got to get to the bridge. I don't know what's happening, but the alert's going on, so we need to be at our stations, yeah?
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Let's go.
You two want to come along, maybe be useful?
Yeah, I just got to get something from my room.
Okay, don't take too long.
We should stick together, man. Like, if we're in this together, yeah? Whatever's going on, it's going on
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So be quick, man.
Anyway, we got to go. I don't know what's happening, but I'm meant to be on shift and I'm meant to be at my station. The lights are going woo woo wah wah. So,
Raf, before you go to your room, man, are any of your ice jockeys working on the hull outside, or are they all inside now?
Nah, man. They don't put the ice jockeys on the hull when we're supposed to be collecting the ice. They only call these geezers up if there's an emergency.
This is not good. Let's go find out what's going on.
come on.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
ain't nothing else going on, is there? I'll follow them.
Hustle, hustle,
so,
hustle, hustle,
so
hustle,
Raph,
hustle,
you're
hustle,
running
hustle.
off to your room. Lev, Isaac, and Foley, you're all heading up to the bridge. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got a decent suit that will be more useful to me than any of the crap ones that we use on the ship.
Oh, your heirloom suit, your family suit.
No, my racing suit.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right. So you break left. The other three break right and start heading towards the bridge. And as you guys are heading up towards the bridge, you can hear folks up there shouting. Like as you're running up there, people are like sticking their head out of doors and being like, "Is this a practice? It's the middle of the night. What's going on?" Folks are just like
Just wait for the captain. The captain will tell you what's going on, okay?
And they,
I'll be like, it's cool, Kopeng. As soon as we know what's going on, I'll put out an announcement on Tannoy, okay? So just relax. It's all good. It's all good.
yeah, and they like rub, folks rub their eyes, go back into the rooms. You can see like some people are like already trying to put towels over the emergency lights to kind of cut it out and that kind of stuff. Like, I want to go back to bed, man. It's the middle of the night.
This is like a hotel when the fire alarm goes off, isn't it? Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody does care. Nobody does care. So you
Mate.
all run to the bridge. Raph, as you kind of head down towards your bunk, towards your room, Mitchell and a couple of other ice jockeys who are also from series like he is. Like, these are his crew, if you will. He bumps into you, goes, Raph, Bretna,
Ratnos, what's up?
come to the loading dock with me, eh?
Just got to pick something up, yeah?
He says, nah, come to the loading dock with me. Be where we're going to get our bonus, yeah?
Sketchy, man.
Nah, Beltalowda's not need this inner load of bullshit. They've got something rich, and now we're going to take it home, yeah?
I'll be right there, man.
And he looks at you in a, all right, your loss. And they head off to the loading docks, to perhaps where you could maybe dock a ship. Yeah? On the bridge, the captain is like, Lev, what is happening with my audio? Are you playing something from Fix the Comms Array?
It's good, man. It's good. The XO told me to run diagnostics, so I run diagnostics, man. So, but yeah, it's all good. I'll go check. It's cool. I will go check.
What's going on, Captain?
Why is the proximity sensors for the front of the ship gone off? I need you to work out what's going on with this stuff.
Well, all right. You sent this off for tea, man. I'm gonna find out. I ran. Don't run. But I ran for you. Okay. So I'm gonna check the sensors.
Proximity sensor. And she looks.
Okay.
At
If you say it's slower, I'm so much better at my job.
Third shift. And she looks at you, Foley, in a don't
I'll
get
open
in the
with
way.
the sensors.
Don't get in the way, kind of thing.
I hope you haven't put googly eyes on my goddamn sensors. Okay.
All right, Lev.
There's two really
Put
large
googly eyes on the
things
sensors. They
staring
can
at
see
me.
things better.
All right, Lev.
This is why I'm in charge of the technical stuff and you're not.
Would you
But
like to
it's not a
work out
bad idea.
what's happened to your comms array?
Very much so.
Yeah. All right.
I do have a focus in technology, if that helps.
Technology, yeah, I think it will. Let's see. Yeah, intelligence technology.
Okay. There's a double. I can't remember what that means. That's only going to come to 9 plus 1, 10, 12 total.
Yeah, no, it was going to be target number 10, which is fine.
Hey.
A double means you can pull a stunt. What was your drama dice?
4.
4.
And we're back to looking up stunts.
Yeah, just back in the stunts. 103.
I do a backflip.
Do it.
Awesome. Why not?
See, you say that, but that's kind of what my D&D players used to do.
Yes.
Like, what are you going to do? I'm going to backflip into the Wraith. Why?
Cool,
Cool,
I
innit?
can.
Okay.
Cool. Yep.
We
Roll
backflip
acrobatics.
into the Wraith.
I like to think the way,
Neck.
like in the 70s cop shows, or just any modern show, where they slide over the bonnet of a car to get to the
Yeah.
passenger seat. Like you're sliding across the consoles to get to the comms array.
Typing as you go on like 4 different keyboards.
All right. So in the investigation stunts, there is, for 4 points, something called Down the Rabbit Hole.
Sounds
That's
very
like fun.
Yeah, the GM provides lots of information, essentially, that will lead to greater rewards, which is a little bit more information than like, aha, which just gives you a little bit more information. So
I want greater rewards, and I want them now.
yes, all right. So as you look at this, you realize part of the problem is that the diagnostics is still kind of ongoing, which is taking down some of the internal comms left and right kind of thing. What kind of confuses you at first is there is music playing. And as you sort of put your headset on and you listen to it, it sounds like a shanty. And it's...
Is this an incoming transmission or something we're sending out?
This is something that's coming in.
Sing it for us, Millie.
Do I have to? I don't want to.
Yes, you have to.
I'm bad
If
at
I've got to do a stupid accent, you can sing a shanty.
All right, okay, so it's a woman's voice. And she says, it'll be all right if you give us what we want. You'll be all right if you give us what we want. You'll be all right if you give us what we want. You can all hang on behind. Then we'll roll the old Annie Bon along. We'll roll the old Annie Bon along. We'll roll the old Annie Bon along. You can all hang on behind. Oh, a night on Ceres wouldn't do you any harm. A night on Ceres wouldn't do you any harm. A night on Ceres wouldn't do you any harm. We can all hang on and it kind of goes on verse for that. So it's Roll the Old Chariot, but she's changed.
Honestly, I think that deserves a round of applause. That was beautiful.
And also, fuck me, Disney pirates.
Disney pirates, yeah. But it's what strikes you is it's the same 4/4 beat that you can hear banging on the hull, almost like it's part of keeping time with whatever else is happening around the bounty.
Okay, now I'm seriously thinking about that message that Mitchell sent out to someone or something out there. Is this like what was it, the Annie Bon?
That's because I was nervous and I'm singing. It's the Anne Bonny.
The Anne Bonny, who was a famous pirate.
Really?
Yeah, I think we got a problem, guys. Okay, this is bad.
Well, we haven't got a problem. Everyone else has got a problem. You and me are fine.
Okay.
I don't know where the Lev is, though.
Oh.
Pirate belters.
Yeah, but I am also a really good liar, so I can pretend and blend in it.
So this is saying you hear there's about 5 or 6 verses, and the main gist of it is, give me what I want, I won't space you all. I know what I want, and I'm coming for it.
It's a well-known Gilbert and Sullivan number.
Yeah. So yeah, this track, this song keeps going on and on. And it's somewhere in the comms array, somebody has like hard lined something in. Like your signals out aren't going to go out, and nothing else can be transmitted around because all you've got is just this massive track. They've basically hacked. You've got pirate radio swamping everything coming into your.
But it's been like hardwired from inside the bounty. So there's
Not
like
from
an
inside, no.
From outside,
Okay.
they've gone in through the uplink.
Someone's taken down your beloved. Uplink.
Do we have hand terminals that the 4 of us can use to communicate with each other, like privately?
Yeah, you've probably
Because what I'm
got,
going to do,
phones and stuff and things like that.
what I would like to do in that case is either if I can forward this shanty onto the guys here, I will do that. If I can't, I will explain it in like a text or something. Like, we got some serious shit here.
What you could do is literally just play it through all the tannoy.
Yeah, just put it on the tannoy.
Put it on for everyone to hear. That seems to be why the captain hasn't put anything out. Because if she wanted to make any, it'll just butt in. It'll just
okay. I'll do that in that case. Yeah, I'll put it across the shipwide tannoy.
All right. So everyone.
Because I don't want people to get killed. I've bad things happened in my past. Innocent people got killed. I do not want that to happen again. I've got the protector drive. So it's
Lev, what is this shit?
Yeah.
Is this what is happening outside? We got pirates on the starboard bow?
I think we've got pirate problem.
Raph,
Okay. What?
Yes,
you've heard these shanties before.
oh dear.
When you last heard the person who sang these shanties, how did you end your time with them? Was it on a good note? Was it on a bad note? Was it a bittersweet parting?
I think it was probably a blazing row.
Okay.
But one of those good blazing rows, you know.
You did a stunt.
The kind of blazing row where when you meet up again the next time, you like smash up a room saying hello.
Okay. All right. So it's good but bad.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, you've heard this voice singing this shanty. In fact, the Anne Bonny was the ship you last met. The person singing it. The person singing it is Claire O'Rourke. If you can hear this shanty, she's probably not very far away. Do you want to go and meet the XO at the docks? Or do you want to run up to the bridge?
I want to still go to my room and get my stuff.
Yeah, so I think by the time you got your racing suit, that's when the tannoy starts playing the
so I've got
shanty.
Gonna throw my suit on, grab my helmet. I've got a form-fitting top of the line racing suit from when I was doing my athletics stuff. Little satchel on the front with my other goodies in. And yeah, I'll head up to the bridge.
Okay, so you run up to the bridge. Van der Graaf, we're gonna try and discern why our proximity sensors went off. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Wipe off the googly eyes.
Yeah, all Foley's googly eyes just onto the floor. So this will be either. No, it won't be either. There'll be intelligence technology.
Okay.
Are there assists? Because I also have. I have intelligence technology as a focus. So can I give an assist on it? We can just say no if that's easier. I was quickly scanning through the book for assists.
I don't know if there is actually. It's one of the things I've never come across. Let's have a quick look. Assisting or H for helping. Helpless condition. Hidden compartments. Hindered.
I got 16 if it helps.
That's pretty good. I won't assist. I'll just watch you.
Probably a bit upset. You're picking up the googly eyes.
Yeah, knocked all your googly eyes on the floor. So.
I told you to stop putting these on my stuff, all right?
So part of the problem, part of what's going on is this comms diagnostic seems to have triggered some sort of virus, some sort of reboot of drivers of such in a lot of the alerts around the bridge and around the ship, and it hasn't noticed that there is a ship quite close to the front of the Bounty. In fact, this ship is, as you'd look at it, docking with the Bounty.
I think I've heard the problem.
And the captain...
Oi, Lev! That diagnostic you ran, that's quite sketchy, man. That's
just following orders, man. The boss man says run diagnostic. It's
There's
Mitchell,
some
man.
weird
Mitchell behind
trapdoor
us.
shit going on here, man. It's set off all kinds of little Trojans. And
If
I
shit
don't mean
kick
the
off in
little
the ship-
historical Greeks. Yeah?
If shit kick off here, we got to get to Mitchell because he's behind all this.
Yeah, and that's what the
Okay.
captain, she's got her phone, kind of, I can't remember what they call them, but it's essentially their phone. And she,
Hand terminal.
Yeah, hand terminal.
It's a
there you
hand
go.
terminal.
Hand
Everything's
terminal.
a hand terminal.
She's got her hand terminal, and she's like
But
giving
hers
up-
isn't cracked.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a good one. And she's literally trying to call Mitchell. Like, because she's given up using the internal systems and that kind of stuff. And she's literally doing like I'm just going to ring him. I'm just going to ring him on his hand terminal kind of thing. And she's like, I need Foley, you're not normally here. I need you to find Mitchell. Where's the XO? I've tried. He's not, I can't find him.
Okay.
Head to his
Captain.
room.
I'll head out.
Captain,
I'll head to make sure.
we got the bigger kind of ship-shaped problem attached to us, like some sort of, I don't know, tick or something.
If you look for Mitchell, that's the airlock. You will find him. I bet you. He's been helping these pirates, man. They want that ice. They want that shit you found.
She takes a deep breath, takes a sip of her tea, and looks at everybody, and she says, "Okay, corporate policy when we are boarded by pilots is to comply. Okay."
Oh yeah, I'm not scuttling. That's for the Navy, man. That's for just like Navy crazy people.
Yeah, comply. We'll be covered. Crystal Clear is insured. I believe the corporate term is up the wazoo. But we can't make more. Well, we can make more people, but it's taken a lot of money to train you. So don't
I
be
feel so
heroes.
valued. Do you feel valued, Foley? Yeah, I feel so valued. Thanks,
Lev, what
Captain.
airlock is it coming in at?
What airlock is it coming in?
Yeah, whichever one. One of the top ones. It doesn't.
I'm going to point to a screen and go, "It's that one."
Yeah.
I think it's on starboard 3.
Yeah.
I'll head to that one.
Okay. So you start heading down that way. Not so far from there, you bump into Raph in his racing running.
Whoa, where are you going?
Oh, looking for Mitch. He's probably in the airlock, we reckon.
Mate, if you go down there, they're going to kill you.
We're meant to be surrendering, man. What are you doing?
Why would they kill me?
Because you're an Earther.
Yes, fair point.
They're going to kill Two-Mang if they see Two-Mang. You don't want to go down there. We need to get back in and tell the captain to hand over that ice thing.
Yeah, she said to. It's a company policy.
Yeah, well, okay, then she needs to unlock the fridge and give it to me. You seen?
Wait, are you with them?
No. Well, I have been with her.
What, like with, like, you know, biblically.
All right, well, I'm turn around, but
There weren't no Bibles involved, I'll tell you that.
I'll go back with you.
All right, so
Bossman Captain.
So we go back into the bridge. Everybody's back in the bridge. Is that where we are?
Yeah.
And Raph.
Hey, Foley.
Captain, you
Hey,
can't
Raph.
send Foley down to the airlock. They're going to kill him.
No. If we comply and we just, no sudden movements. I've done the training on this.
Yeah, all right, I know you've done the training. That's great. But here at Eartha, you at Eartha, some of them OPA hard nuts coming in through there. You got to give me the ice thing and let me take it down there if you want them to let you live.
I'm happy to comply, not in the airlock. Like, I'm happy to stay here
That's
and
what they're
comply
after.
with the pirates.
I know this pirate. I know what she wants. She wants the ice thing and she know it's there. Because
You
I
know
think you
this
find
pirate? How come you know this pirate?
And the captain is just all kinds of like, what?
Yeah, what now?
What?
Hello?
No, I don't know her like a pirate know her. I know her like a very close former acquaintance know her.
Oh, I see. Like that, is it?
But she knows what she wants, Captain, and she's going to come and take it.
Well,
I say you open that locker right now and just let them take it because, I do not want to get involved with these hard OPA types, man. No offense, Raph, but I've met some of these guys before. It was bad news. That's why I'm not on Hygeia.
Not all
Because there's too
OPA are bad people, you see?
and the
the
captain
OPA
is like,
It's a big group.
political debates can be done at another time, folks.
Yeah, okay, we
This is
need
not
to
politics,
surrender.
Captain. This is us not getting shot in the head or chucked out into space, right?
Yeah, okay, someone just needs to tell the pirates that we have surrendered and they can have their bloody ice, okay?
And with that, you kind of hear a thump in the doorway, and the lady who has been singing, you hear through the speakers of a vac suit say, "Well, doesn't that make me very happy?"
I'm very pleased to hear it.
Bear, I was just bringing you some ice.
And she
Smooth.
looks at Raph and says, "Well, this is interesting. I'm going to make a lot of money out of today and settle some old scores." How
Gonna move
wonderful.
further
If you're
away
going to
from
break
Raph.
in, could you maybe do it in a different room?
The third everybody realizes there is a body on the floor, and it is Mitchell's.
Oh,
Behind.
Yeah, I told you not to go after Mitchell.
Behind Rourke are 6 other men, 6 other figures in vac suits, all brandishing what are they called? Let's see. They have a name here.
Oh, Mitchell.
Weapons.
They're brandishing googly eyes, maybe?
Googly eyes, yeah, just googly eyes.
Spatulas. It's called spatulas. Whisks, possibly.
No, it doesn't have it. It doesn't have it. They've
Tickle
got-
sticks.
You can see
Face
that
guns.
they've got rifles.
Oh,
Some sort
shit.
Of carbine. Captain Rourke. Rourke even. She has a pistol holstered. Like, she doesn't need to do anything so crass as to draw her weapon when she has 6 dudes to do it for her. And she says, "Well, who's going to open? I believe there's a safe."
That would be Foley. He's our technician.
And
Look at Pantograph.
Foley.
You installed it, mate.
And the captain is just like.
Yeah, but he didn't lock it, did he? Captain, you need to open the
That's true.
safe.
Captain locked it, yeah. Okay, fair
I
point.
was gonna retire in 10 years. Now I've got pirates on the deck of my bridge. My XO is dead. One of my crew members is clearly in on this.
Your boss,
That
man,
might-
let me ask you one question.
I'm going to look around to
that
see
were in
which
that locker,
crewman's in
right?
on it.
Where have all the weapons gone? Like, none of us got weapons here. We got these pirates with guns. I'm feeling a little exposed.
And she goes.
I feel a
And the captain
Mitchell.
looks at you and goes, "Melina, just sit down.
Hey.
Everyone just be chill, okay?
Everybody be cool," kind of thing. And you sort of, as she shouts out, "Melina, sit down," one of the guys in the exosuits
Uh-oh.
gets a little bit closer to his captain, and there's definitely like a conversation you can't hear as they.
No problem, no problem.
Am I getting a side eye from this guy?
There was
Do I
very
recognise him?
much like a sort of like, "I know that name. I'm going to say something to my captain that you can't hear," kind of thing. And O'Rourke gestures at the captain and gestures at Foley and says, "Let's go then." Two of the OPA pirates follow her as the four of you head into the captain's office.
Turn to the rest of them. Oye Beltalowda.
One of them is like, "Hey, Raf, I've still got your gin. Maybe later we can have some." And the other one literally just goes, "Shut up!" kind of moment. One of them.
I'm just gonna put my feet up on the desk.
where
Not doing
is it?
nothing.
I did nothing, mate. One of these dudes.
Cup of coffee. Feet on the board. No.
One of these says to Lev, "I had friends on the Grista. I knew some of them."
That's true, Copain. Yeah, no, it was a real tragedy what happened there. Bad business. I don't want to get mixed up in nothing like that again.
You think? You think nobody else knows? Because I remember exactly what happened.
Well, I was just a bystander in that whole thing. I was not involved personally, you know.
And you can see him sort of like, "I'm gonna beat the snot out of you because I blame you." That's his, like, kind
I'm
of.
gonna try and ingratiate myself with him by being all, "Hey, Beltalowda, we all the same, right? We on the same side. We all Belter. We got to stand together against these inners, yeah."
One belt.
One belt. Earth first.
Yeah, saying Earth first now, not a great plan.
This is definitely a communication test of some kind. I just need to find the.
What we have here is
communication persuasion?
failure to communicate.
Yeah, I guess either it's persuasion or deception. It depends on your approach.
Well, my approach is going to be to lie by pretending that I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't personally involved, even though I was.
Sure. Yeah. So this
I'm
is
a pretty good liar. So let's see. I'll probably get a terrible dice roll now.
um,
Communication deception.
yeah.
Okay, this is going to be spectacular.
Ooh,
I'm a really good liar. I got double 6.
oof.
So that's going to be 15 plus 3, 18 plus the focus, 20.
20.
I was not involved. It was
What was your drama die?
Yeah. What was your drama dice? Was it one of the 6s?
3 on the drama die.
See, right now, this guy is willing to pay you for some of the regular ice that we've got.
Like, I'm going to convince him I'm an OPA sleeper agent or something. I was just the whole thing.
Yeah. Let me just check. I just want to check.
Donkey balls.
Donkey
balls.
ball.
Polyglot.
Time for you.
Polyglot, whole thing.
I love the way Alex at the end of that just goes, donkey balls. He's like, he had to say it. He had to say it. Where are we? Research in general, research interlude. No. All right. In the interest of speed, because I know there's a whole system in here for social conflict and making people more your friends. He was hostile to you. He's not going to be sharing Raf's gin with you, but he probably thinks you're the lead to getting more information. Like you're like, I need to keep this guy around or alive, because if he knows about it, if I know his name from there, he'll know who did what I think he did. Does that make sense? He's sort of stepped down from, I'm going to beat this belter up.
As long as it involves me not getting punched in the face or shot or spaced, then I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Win.
So in the captain's cabin, she opens it. She puts in the code, and the ice is sort of lifted out and put in this big, essentially crate. These two guys have been dragging along with them. They move out, and the captain's like, "It's all good. It's all good. It's all fine. Nobody needs to get hurt. Nobody needs any more. It's all like we're covered for anything you want to take." And Captain Rourke just sort of laughs a bit, like, "I know you, you Earth Corps. You always have all the money." And she gestures to the chaps to leave. They head out, and she then says to the captain, she's captain to captain, "Your exo is not a good man. You live and learn." And then she looks at you, Foley, and she's like, "You're my friend now, Foley. You're going to make sure I get off the ship fine. Come with me." And she puts her arm over you in a...
Oh, I've just worked it out. There we go.
Yeah? You're going to make sure nobody shoots me, because then I will shoot you, kind of thing.
Right.
And
See you, Foley.
she walks out, and one of them looks at Isaac Van der Graaf in a...
Hello. Walk.
Does your uniform have the Martian flag on it?
Probably.
Yeah. One of them...
Like a flash.
Yeah,
One on my
okay.
shoulders.
Yeah, one of them, like, I'm a pilot from Mars. That's how good I am.
Yeah.
One of them goes, "Hey, boss man, this one a
I'm
Martian.
not Betty's boss.
This one a Martian. You get good
Yeah?
bounties from the government if you ransom them." She goes, "Sounds good. You carry that one."
Fuck.
Pumang is a great pilot, man. You want to keep him.
Either way,
Yeah. Is useful, yeah?
yeah.
I know stuff as well.
So essentially, the OPA pirates are going to kidnap the four of you and walk you
Well,
back to the Bonnie Ann. The Ann
Donkey
Bonnie.
balls.
Yeah. There is a part in the book. So if you want to fight this, they have you. What's it called? There's a special term.
Over a barrel.
Yeah, it is called something like that. Hang on.
I think the technical term for what the situation we're in right now is cacafalota.
Fucked.
Yeah, Cacapalota.
Floating turd, not to be confused with a cappuccino.
Where is it? Let me just get the rules.
I say, at best, I've got a spanner in my pocket.
Oh, you could just be pleased to see us. It was too easy. I couldn't not.
Oh, I get it
I
now.
could.
Do you know when you read through an adventure and you know where all the things are, and then you're playing the game and you're like, I can't.
And you cannot find them.
You
Yeah.
cannot find the one.
Oh, yeah.
place. The Bunny Crew, the Rourke, interludes. No. All right, there is a specific name that the book calls for this situation, and it is something like in the shit, except it doesn't swear. Because it's a good friendly book.
Up a creek.
Up the creek, yeah. And basically, it basically means as they've got the advantages, they've got the upper hand over you. For the first round of combat, if you were to initiate it, you wouldn't be able to spend any fortune for that first round. Okay. Which is good and bad, because if they were to do to hit or do damage, they might instead, because you've got no fortune to soak it. It would just be down to toughness rolls and armor and that kind of stuff. And you might end up taking wounds or injuries and so forth.
There's only 6 of them.
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing.
Raph wants to try it on. So they basically march you through the...
There you go, Dead to Rights, page 191.
Oh, very good.
That's it. Thank you very much.
I'm going to
Thank
put
you,
my
Dina
coffee down very calmly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to salute the captain.
Yeah.
And then I will walk away. I will try and shrug off any hands trying to manhandle me. And I will march off the ship.
Gonna be mumbling.
Just under my breath going, fuck.
Here's a question. Presumably we're not under thrust at the moment if we haven't. So we're in 0G now using mag boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd assume.
But they're all belters as well, so these two would be completely screwed if we start doing
I've been
any
in
funky
space a while.
0G stuff.
Yeah, man, it's not like we're new to space.
Yeah,
All right.
Been outside and everything.
I remember to
It's
put
big,
that-
isn't it? Oh my God, where's the ceiling?
Gosh, yeah. Gosh.
Not a belter, but
Where's the dome, man? It's just really big out there. I don't like it.
Yeah, there's no big glass in between. And they basically march you through the bounty onto a much smaller ship.
30 toe bossman, Captain.
Yeah, and they put you in a bunk room. So there's 4 beds. Looks fairly much like a prison room here. 4
yeah, that
bunks.
Raph's a hostage, or does he just seem like one of the pirates at this point?
So there's
Lil column A, Lil column B.
there's this uneasy thing where a couple of the pirates, a couple of the OPA are like, "Hey, Raph," and they go to lead you further into the bunny. And the captain is like, "No."
No.
And she
No,
points
no,
to
no,
the
no.
room with your 3 friends, and she says, "You can give them the safety briefing, yeah?" And
Whatever you say.
pushes you in the room with them, and you're pushed in the room. The door is closed. You can hear clanging and shouting around, and shortly you can feel thrust, like maneuvering thrust.
I'm going to be professionally assessing the task. And, well, I could have done that better.
Yeah, as you have been kidnapped off the bounty.
I'm going to say to Raph, so Kapang, you seem very friendly with these pirates who have just kidnapped us, man. What the fuck?
It's not really kidnap, is it? I mean,
I've
it's all
been
belt to load,
kidnapped.
one belt, yeah?
Was
Oh,
like,
okay,
gonna
yeah,
be
you guys, you did
ransomed.
kidnap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got kidnapped.
Yeah,
I
we
joined
got
the bounty
kidnapped.
to get away from this OPA bullshit, man.
Well, you didn't do that
This
very well,
OPA
did you?
bullshit is all we got, man. But, Claire's
So,
good.
Foley,
She's
how
not
you
going to
feeling?
hurt you. Don't call her that, by the way. If you call her that, she might shoot you.
Don't call her what?
Claire.
Claire. Are you on first
Claire?
name terms, yeah? That's nice.
Captain O'Rourke. Yeah, me and her, we
Claire.
go back a short ways.
Raph, don't tell us what not to call her. Because
Okay.
now that's all I'm going to be thinking.
Yeah.
I will go with Captain. Captain would be better than Captain.
Boss man. Just boss man works for every situation, man.
I'm
If
just-
you want to ingratiate yourself, which is what I intend to do here. I'm
just
talking,
going to
not
say
fire.
yes.
She got what
I
she
just-
wanted.
Fly in a straight line, man. I don't want none of this nonsense.
I mean, worst case scenario, she'd dump you boys on Ceres or some shit.
or in
Worst
space.
case scenario,
That's the
she
worst
dumps us out the
case.
fucking lock, man.
She's not going to
Yeah.
dump us out the airlock. I'll talk to
Yeah,
her,
what-
man.
What he says.
Tell it to the Komori Garista.
Okay, not
What is
happy.
Komori Garista?
Back on Hygeia, this OBA faction wanted me to help them smuggle weapons out to Callisto. Well, OBA are fighting OPA. It's bullshit, man. They were getting manipulated by the inners. And I didn't like this, right? So I might have accidentally listened into some of their communications. Turns out they wasn't smuggling weapons. They were using the ship, the Komori Garista. They were going to blow it up in the dock at Callisto. So I let the crew know.
no,
They weren't in on
man.
it. Next
That's
thing
not
I know,
cool.
in the dock at Hygeia, they vent the ship. They vent the
Yeah,
ship
man,
right
that's-
there in the dock. 25 people died.
That's not right, man.
And of course, UN run Hygeia. They're like, oh yeah, it's unfortunate accident caused by lax belter safety standards, a human error. It's bullshit, man. It was OPA.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit, man. There's
Well,
OPA
that's
and then there's OPA, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, from where we're sitting.
Sound like Black Sky.
Inaros faction.
Oh,
Would make a big
fuck,
name for
man.
himself.
Yeah, he a big man with a,
Small penis.
I'm used to working with belters that forget stuff, so I can see if they forgot to lock the door.
No,
It's worth a try.
Right.
though.
no, they have not forgot to lock the door. Over the comms, over the tannoy, you hear a belter, some belter gent. Raf might know their name, and they say brace for acceleration.
Mm.
All right,
Oh,
everybody,
you mean
get
it.
in your couches.
brace,
Come on,
brace.
Yeah.
stick your head between your legs.
So, Spider Queen Longa's given you a reroll, Adun, because Martian pilots are the best pilots.
Well, she's not wrong,
Yeah.
and thank you.
I just like that. She's given other people rerolls too, but I like that. So yeah, we seem to be like leaving the area. Like we've had about 20 minutes of pre-flight, get stuff to where it should be, and then we seem to be leaving the area fairly quickly.
How many G's are we pulling?
Um,
Because I'm a microgravity kind of guy. I don't like heavy
Oh.
G's, especially with no juice.
it's not.
So are
I
they.
want to be.
That's true.
I want to be calculating as much as I can.
Yeah, it's not so much that you need so it's not like high G's, but we probably get to like 1.5, 2.
Don't like it. This chair's really uncomfortable.
Keep your arms inside the ride at all times.
Let me just check.
Return your tray to the upright position.
What's the other three? Have any of you ever been kidnapped before?
What? You're making light conversation. I mean, I got, not kidnapped as such, but when I was a young scamp on Mars, maybe some of the other lads from one of the other domes might, take you off somewhere and leave you there for a laugh. How we laughed. It was so funny when I really ran out of oxygen.
I didn't know there were enough places on Mars for someone to be left there, but
Oh, it's a big place, man.
Look, in your loader,
you
you
being
all
rude
think all
now?
OPA are the same, but we're not all like Inaros and Black Sky. They're extremists. They're nutters. They're dangerous people.
Well, not
We're-
like these lovely types who've just invited us to their ship to have a little guided tour, yeah?
It's not a guided tour, but they're not bad people. They're
I'd
going
quite
to just
like to
drop
see
us
the
off
pile-
on
the bridge.
Ceres
Could I-
and no hard feelings. Sure, we maybe miss out on the bonus, but we also missed out on getting shot in the head.
Which is what
I
happened
mean-
to Mitchell.
in the nicest
Yeah,
way
but he was
possible,
a
I
dick.
don't think we're worth a lot of ransom.
Well, I mean, I'm worth something. Sorry, Foley.
Got
Really
script
sorry,
like
man.
Nobody would pay for to get me out of here.
So
Boys, I will talk to her. I will pay your ransom myself.
Oh, you got monies now.
No, don't be stupid.
Or you're going to pay with your cock.
Yeah?
Wait, that's an option? Okay, I'll consider it.
Hey, not for you, sunshine.
I still don't have enough to get us out of here.
Oh.
so,
You and Naros faction too, eh?
so we're
Is that how you could spot in Aros faction? Micro in Aros.
don't let him hear you say that. He will get so sorry. So we're trundling along at 2Gs, and after about 10-15 minutes, there is a noticeable space turbulence, like something buffets us. We
What
shake.
is this pilot doing?
We shake around in the cabin for a minute. There's a moment where the comms, the communication goes. We're gonna get So what do they call it? Damage teams. Stand by. We could get some micro fractures here. We need you to be ready. And then the G's stop. Like we slow our acceleration down and we continue with the momentum.
What are
It
your
feel like
pirate
we were
friends
pulling like-
doing?
Actually,
Well,
I will
I'm
ask.
hoping that they didn't just blow up Abzu's bounty.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
hoping that too. But what the hell?
Yeah, they said microfragments. I was wondering if they were pulling evasive maneuvers to avoid like incoming or something, but
But I'm starting to wonder, whether there might be other people looking out for this ice or something. I mean, I don't think that's oil. I
There's
know
no oil in
people would.
space, man. You
I
need,
know
like,
people would
dinosaurs and
fight
shit like
over
that.
oil, but there's got to be something to that stuff, man.
Mitchell said it was little green men.
It's
I
not
think it's
little
those-
green men.
It's going to be,
Yeah, but-
like an egg, right? And it's going to
It's
open
not
up.
green.
And then
It's
gonna
not
go out and
egg-shaped.
everybody on
It's
the-
not a man. It's like little black thread. Maybe it's a fungus or a bacteria. Still worth a lot of money for Earther.
Are fungus like on Ganymede? Like one of the food fungi?
Yeah, but maybe non-terrestrial
But like
in
space.
origin.
Well, yeah, not everything has to come from Terra.
Yeah, tell me something that doesn't.
I don't. I come from Mars.
Which comes from Terra.
Even in the history,
All
yeah.
of the things we got, they come from Earth. Earth has got
What?
a stranglehold on the whole system.
The ice is not
Poking
from
out the
Terra.
belt, just like
They're
they
from
did to
space.
Mars when you was little. They're treating us like they used to treat you. Not all of you. Foley, you're all right. You're safe, man. But Earth has got like a chokehold on the belt.
Yeah, well,
And if
you
they
know,
think
look
they
like-
find some shit out here that they want, they come out here and they take it.
Well,
Wait,
yeah, we
What if one of
work
us
for
pretends
them.
to be sick?
Are you saying you're not already feeling sick? Because I'm about ready to puke in this room, man.
I just shut up, man. We do get help.
I'm going to
Do
look
I-
around now that we're kind of not pulling heavy G's anymore. Are there any panels in this little room we're in that might access the in-ship communications system? Because I'm thinking maybe we could get a message out.
You want to get a message out? That's no problem. Bong, 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 bong.
I mean, like,
Yes,
what are
right.
you doing, man?
So there are some terminals in this room. They seem to be locked out, everything except for like date, time, and aircon kind of thing. Like,
Okay.
Oh, sweet. We got aircon.
yeah, you got some.
Oh, nice. That's
Like
good.
aircon must be standard in spaceships. Like belters must get really upset when there isn't aircon.
You got to take that shit seriously.
Yeah.
Change those
Yeah.
filters.
Change those filters. Yeah, change those filters.
Who are you going to do? Call your mum or something?
Call somebody who can get us out of this shit, man.
Who's going to get us out of this shit? We're going to get us out of this shit.
Are we?
Copang?
Okay.
The only people going to get us out of this shit is us. You think
Yes.
Earth Corporation going to come and hunt us down and find us and rescue us? Because that ain't going to happen.
No, but I come for the ice, man.
The
said they'd
factions
do
that
anything
might come
for
and
it.
help us out of this shit aren't factions we want to be with. We want to be with factions that are better than these people, than those people.
Oh, like we'll come across a Martian patrol and they'll just blow the ship out of space.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. If we come across Martian patrol, the only thing keeping us alive is we got
Hello.
and prisoner, not actual prisoner. You know what I mean?
We get some Duster Patrol coming, taking out pirates. They're not going to give a shit who else is on board.
No, we're gonna be sucking vacuum. That's just not gonna end well.
This is not reassuring, man. You're supposed to be there to say, no, they would never do that. Us Martians are good guys.
Well, we are, but we also shoot pirates.
So we're in this room, and once the burner's stopped, like half an hour turns into an hour, turns into 2 hours, turns into 3 or 4 hours. It feels like we're gonna be in this room for a while. In this time, are we gonna like try and do anything to raise the attention of the rest of the crew, the Anne Bonny's crew, or are we going to try and do anything to? Does Lev want to try and hack his way out?
Do I
We need a plan.
recognize the maneuvers that we did earlier from a pilot point of view?
Look, let me talk to Claire. I'll sort all this out, and we maybe still get out of this with a little bit of pay and a little bit of a job.
Just
I
remember
would
what they
like to
did to
get-
Mitchell, man. He was helping them out, and they paid him in thanks with a bullet.
Yeah, but Mitchell was a dick.
That is true.
That's true. Yeah,
So-
that's true.
Van de Graaff,
Yeah.
it's hard to tell like which direction or anything that they've done, but basically you feel like they've left docking with the bounty. They've picked a direction. They've headed off as best speed they can, trying not to kill everybody on ship. And then they've had to make a few kind of corrections from being buffeted by whatever the buffeting was. And then you're heading somewhere. And
Okay,
now
the
you're
buffeting doesn't feel like something I recognize, like evasive maneuvers or dodging around asteroids or.
What kind of pilot have you been?
Well, I did
A
some
sketchy one.
a little bit sketchy. I did a lot of research in how to fly quietly with a small cargo in short hops.
You're a smuggler.
I did not say I was an academic. Thank you very much. I had some very small, very expensive equipment that needed to be transported.
So the buffeting, the space turbulence, kind of makes you think of like if you're piloting like a smaller shuttle, like something to go from maybe the Bounty to a small station, and some of the ice has got loose and you've been buffeted by debris from that, or if there's been one of the drones has exploded, then they're pushing out things from docks and that kind of stuff. It's like they've been hit by shrapnel or debris.
Oh,
or
she'll have fired the engines on Abzu.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, not to kill anybody, to stop them like moving. They'll get picked up by patrol.
Oh, but patrol's gonna take weeks, man.
But there's plenty of food on to Abzu. We had enough food to get us out here and
Oh,
back.
but it's not like the Abzu was going to chase them. I mean, come on, man. It's an ice hauler.
Yeah, it's not going to chase them, but that's not the point.
Oh man, that's just rude.
Lev, if you could open the door, I mean, what do we do then, even if we did open the door?
Well, I
Maybe
could
get some
get the door
lunch.
open if you want,
I'm
but
quite hungry.
you want
Can
some
we get
food?
some food? Yeah, I'd
let
love some
me
food.
get. Ding, 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 ding.
All right, so you bang on the door, Raph. It opens, not in their vac suits, but still there with a rifle. The
Oh yeah, Baratna.
the guy who's like, "Oh, I've got your gin. What's his name? Do you have any idea what his name could be?"
His name's Trav.
Trav's like, "Sup, Bratna? Sorry, she's not in a good mood, right?"
No, it's fine, it's in. But if she wants to know more about what's in the freezer, then I was in charge of the team what dug it out. I
And-
might be able to tell her a bit more about where it come from. And
Nah, she's
You
not
know.
interested. They've just asked. It's just couriering, innit? She's been sent to pick it up.
Well, then she'd probably being robbed, man.
She not want to know what it is.
Oh no, that shit's worth loads.
Well, you just
They're trying to rip her off. I bet you she's not getting anywhere near what it's worth.
what's
Hey, Raph, tell them I'll science the shit out of it.
look?
Yeah, it's true, man. You got to be careful with this inner stuff, right? Before back on the bounty, I was checking the comms, and they've been talking straight to Earth, right? This is inner shit you're getting mixed up in here. We
Look,
us
man,
portals, we need to stick together here. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. We were just in the mess on Abzu, cooking up a plan to nick that shit for ourselves.
And he laughs. He's like, always working, Raph. Always working.
Always working, you know. You see. But
Right,
yeah,
is-
you got any like protein bars or shit? Because these boys are hungry. We've been like
Yeah, man.
working
hang on.
all night and doing stuff. But you got the whole crew are the people that know the most about that blue shit with the black shit.
And he's like, I don't. Yeah. Look, we had to pick it up from your ship. No, not your ship, but we didn't know it was your ship. Although I don't know.
It doesn't matter whether it's our ship or not our ship. I mean, it just signed on for like one journey, innit?
And then we got to take it to Prometheus and then meet up with some big, important, rich group, and then we're done. And then we're going off to Ceres to party and, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're going to get ripped off.
And he said,
Look, we're not experts. I'm not going to claim that we're experts in that shit, but I was on the team that found it.
We've
Foley,
got-
he was on the team that installed it in the freezer.
I'll
This Van, the Martian man, he's not worth what you think he's worth, but he is worth something because he was good with the tech that was helping us analyze it. Yeah,
I got
he's
mad
got science skills.
Yeah.
He was doing analyzing, and Lev, he is a little mousy man, but he's got contacts. He knows how much this shit's worth.
Yeah, that's exactly it, man. Like I used to work in docks, so kind of like the black market shit. So if you need to
You've got
move,
four
like,
Baratnas here who can help. Just
But listen, Trav, let me ask you one thing, man.
yeah.
The bounty, man, is it okay? Because we hit like some micrometeorites or some shit back there. I'm worried about my crewmates. Is everything cool?
Make a communication. I need to check if it's called insight in this game. I think it is.
Sounds a lot like Insight.
I don't have. Is it? If it's a comms one, then it will just be pretty straightforward. It's another pretty good roll. That would come to 16.
All right, hang on. Let me just check.
No focus, but I've got 3 in comms. No doubles though.
All right. I get to make a roll for Trev.
you've got like
Yay.
2 re-rolls at the minute.
Yeah,
Millie.
you do.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
It's scary.
Ooh, no doubles. 6. So, what did you get, Andy?
I got 16.
Oh, I got 15.
The fact that you're having to even roll for this shows that there's something he doesn't want to tell me, and that's
So what he says is like, yeah, it's all fine. We just had some of your ice was not secured, and we just buffeted. It's all good, Bretna. What his face says is, nah, they're gone. Like he's totally just like. In fact, he's probably looking over your shoulder at like the Earther or the Martian to try and not get them all.
I totally believe him and think everyone's fine.
Yeah.
I think he's full of shit.
Yeah, he is full of Trey. Yeah. And he says, yeah, no, we just buffeted on your ice, like loose ice. I'll go
I'm
get
actually
them.
looking at Raph to see what Raph's expression is because his
He's the one
professional
who
work
yeah,
is
I'm
being
going to
called
give
into
Raph a hard
question
look
here.
and say,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
lucky
he,
these are those nice OPA guys you were talking about, yeah, not the bad kind.
yeah, OPA, we're all one big family.
One belt. Look, is she
I'll go
pissed
and
off
get-
about something?
When is she not, brother?
Yeah, but that's just not like her.
look, I'll get you them protein bars. And he shuts the door and heads off.
This
Oh,
not
we all-
like her.
We'll
She not that. She not like that. She don't kill people
Just did, man.
unless they need killing.
Mhm.
But nobody on that ship needed killing except maybe Mitchell.
Well, he already did.
Yeah, but that's not like her.
Yeah.
Something's got her spooked.
So why are we still alive?
Couple of reasons.
We've got to make ourselves more useful than we are right now.
Yeah. So we need to really milk that we know more about this shit than other people do.
We could make some shit up. I'm good at making shit up.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
noticed.
oil, though. Don't tell them it's oil. That's stupid.
Well, then, I
Let's
don't know
get
what to
really
say.
angry
You're,
about the dead dinosaurs.
you're the talking one, yeah?
I'm loving it.
If anybody needs their face punched in, I'm sorted. But
The
you've
guy
got to
said,
sell them the story. But
This
if you're
trap
going to
guy-
sell them the story, we got to know what the story is. We know
Ah.
it's some weird shit that they found in the ice that the Earth Corps want.
so what do we know?
Looks
You know,
like little black veins in the ice.
well, Mitchell said it was little green men.
It's not
I
little
know,
green
he
men.
was just pulling my leg
Mitchell
or
was
what.
an idiot.
The guy said, Trav said, we're going to Prometheus. I've never
What's
been there.
Prometheus?
What's Prometheus? Have I got
Do any
Prometheus
of us
on my
know
hand
what
terminal?
Prometheus is?
I
We
look that
probably
up?
would know. Is that a Jovian moon or an asteroid or what?
It is not somewhere
No.
that jumps out in.
Oh man, we're going to end up in a dodgy Ridley Scott Alien prequel.
Yeah, I watched that the other day.
Shit.
How much do we think they know about the ice or what they've even picked up? Do you reckon Mitch has just gone, this is valuable, come get it?
All right, you could
Sounds
make
like it.
you could make an intelligence navigation. It would be target number 12. If somebody
Yes,
wants,
me.
yeah,
Thank
if someone wants to sit and think about whether they've heard of Prometheus.
Do we still have our hand terminals, even if they might be disconnected from everything
Yeah,
else?
they're looking for
I did
networks
not
and that
make
kind
it.
of stuff. They're making, they're doing that. You know where the spires like can't connect to network. They're upset that they've got no Wi-Fi.
Kind of mess around with a terminal. Is there a terminal in the room?
There is a terminal on the wall. It's locked
Can
out.
I just see
Everything.
Everything's locked out.
Yeah, except
I
for
got 12,
okay. So Prometheus,
and I got a double, and my drama is a 2.
2. Okay, extra thing.
You know where it is twice.
Oh, it's there and there.
You know what it is, and their major export.
All right. Okay. So I fibbed. It is a moon. Prometheus is one of Saturn's inner moons. Orbits just inside Saturn's ring. It's basically an elongated potato-shaped mass of ice and rock. It's only about 135 kilometers across, and it's the site of a small mining and ice processing station. I imagine Van der Graaf knows it because he's had to track where it is to not steer
Crash
the
into it.
ship into it.
It'll be part of my standard astrogation data. Got
Yeah.
to know where all those bloody moons are.
Yeah. There is a very small population there, and they're mostly a couple of families that stay there. Very little transient population. Next to no reason to go there unless you've got ice to kind of
Which we don't.
yeah.
Well, apart from the weird ice, the
You do.
popsicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will relay that we're going to a potato rock inside the rings of Saturn. There's nothing there, man. I mean, there'll be a dock.
It's going to be a drop point, innit? Look, Lev, you got to sell it to them, this idea that we know shit and we haven't got long if it's inside Saturn's rings. We're going to be there in a couple of days, innit? On this kind of burn.
We're not under thrust now. They've gone dark.
Van der Graaf, you
No, but-
reckon you'll be there within the next 18 hours at most?
Yeah, with the initial 2G push, it's not going to take us more than, I don't know, maybe about 18 hours, maybe. We'll probably do a flip and a burn to slow us down when we're coming into dock, but other than that, we haven't got long. We don't know much. We need to get
Yeah,
the
but-
sample and find out what's going on.
Lev can spin bullshit out of anything.
I can
All
try.
right.
He's like
Well, just-
Rumple Nutskin, isn't he?
Tell us what you want the rest of us to do to back you up, man.
Whoa!
I can give
I'm
you
not-
some
okay,
science
we're
bullshit.
all on this together, yeah. So we need to
Yeah.
figure out between ourselves. I don't want to be the leader. I do not want
You're
responsibility.
not the leader. Don't worry. Nobody is the leader. We don't need a
No, you
leader.
I'm the
Shut up,
brains.
Bertha.
You're the face. He's the fists, and Foley is the googly eyes.
So we say that Van, he can do chemistry analysis, yeah? And check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Foley,
I
he knows
did
about
that.
refrigeration, yeah? So he knows how to keep the fridges working, to make sure that they're running at the right temperature, to keep the ice at the right temperature. Doesn't matter if you don't.
Oh, we can
I do,
talk about
alright?
volatiles and biological effervescence. You should put that
Yeah,
in your
whatever.
bullshit. Yeah.
And then,
Okay.
Lev, you've just got to convince them of that. You've
We've
just
gotta
got to make the
convince them.
story work.
I think we got to convince them they're going to get space the moment they hand over whatever.
Yeah, well, let me talk to Claire about that.
Raf, how many crew do you think there are here?
Probably about a dozen.
Right.
I don't even have that many bullets on me.
You got
Plus,
bullets
I
on
like
you?
some of these guys. I don't want to kill them.
I don't want any fighting, okay? Not that kind of motion.
But it's fun.
No kaboom, okay?
Well, no kaboom. We're on a ship. I'm not going to blow up a ship.
Okay, good. Because
But, you know, they can't be that serious about hating on us because they didn't even search us.
But it's a little bit odd, but yeah, okay.
You said you got bullets on you?
Well,
what
yeah,
you
they're in my
packing,
gun.
man?
They let you
You
keep
got
a
it.
gun?
Yeah,
You got the gun.
I have
These
a
are the
gun.
worst pirates I've ever heard of.
No, they're not worse pirates. They just don't think I'm a threat.
Oh, I can see that.
So you've
Anyone else got a gun?
you've been on the ship for about 6.5, 7 hours, and like a tray of protein bars is sort of brought in.
I'm starving.
A bottle
Thanks,
of some sort of terrible gin. Maybe it wasn't terrible gin. Maybe it was Ganymede gin.
No, it was terrible gin. He
All right.
probably thought it was good gin, but it's not. It's shit gin.
I was going to say, if it's a Ganymede gin bottle, that's
It's
the
not got
only.
Ganymede
it's
gin
not
in
got
it.
Ganymede gin in it anymore. And it's definitely lower down, less gin in it than you remember. Perhaps even one of those sort of, you know, where you score the side of the bottle to say I've drank up to here kind of thing. Definitely less than you remember. And then there's 4 sort of tin cups sort of pushed in. And your friend Trey is like, yeah, food served. Take,
Trav, man, you've got to tell her I need to see her.
I'm working on it. And he
Oh, yeah, Baratna.
he's like,
But before we get there, it's only like 12 hours till we get where we're going, and that's not a good plan.
You need to be ready for them going to pull a double cross on you, man.
oh yeah, we always ready.
Yeah, but you could use extra help, right?
Look, no, she
Tell
won't
them, Lev.
She won't let Raph out the room. She's well.
But Ref can stay in the room and the 3 of us can help.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
And he's like, "Oh, big Earther, hey, take it easy, buddy. You're all heavy with them bones.
And then muscles.
Yeah,
My character is actually quite a heavy character. So-
yeah. You're all heavy with them bones and shit. Yeah."
I just get a bit tired of being in here.
Hey, man, what's your pilot like? I'd like to go, just talk to them, pilot to pilot. Just, I'd like to see the cockpit.
I probably
Like an 8-year-old on an aeroplane.
I
Yeah,
probably
professional.
get in
know.
trouble for that. And he looks at Raph like, back me up, buddy. I'll get in trouble for that, won't I?
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah, you'll get your ass kicked for that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, let
But-
me see the cockpit, man. Come on.
You know,
Can
Let
I
me talk
pilot?
to her. We'll smooth all this out.
Look. Once this
Them
delivery,
Baratnas are good boys, yeah?
once this delivery is made, she'll be a lot more chill.
She'll be dead, man.
We'll have
Yeah,
more
we'll all be a
gin.
lot more chill.
We've
We'll have
got
0.
we've got more booze. We'll have a good song with some good food and some good booze. It'll all be good, and you'll all be on your crew. You can be like our pet Martian. Never had a Martian on board.
It's quite rude.
Everybody need a pet Martian.
And he
Fuck you, Raph.
he looks around again to make sure you're not like, I don't know, building a supercomputer out of tin or something. And then closes the
meat
door.
sticks.
Yeah, closes the door and heads out, leaving you with some gin and some protein bars.
Well, I'm
Oh,
hungry, so I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
Raph, what the fuck? It's not working, man. Your seduction skills are not quite
What?
up to it, I'm thinking.
You try seducing someone secondhand. It's not going to work that easy. She needs to get pissed off enough to want to punch me herself.
Ah, Belter love.
So how are we going to manage that? We need to beat on the walls? What? What's going to make it happen?
Trav will go
Set
and
fire to something?
He'll make
Do
puppy eyes at her until she gets fed up with it, and then she'll like demand that I go and see her, and she'll knock me about a bit, and then we'll talk. Or maybe not straight away.
I just thought of something.
I don't think we've got time for that, man.
Lev.
What,
If
Liv?
you- Raph, if you can talk to the captain, right?
Yeah.
Tell her that I was going through the comms buffer and I picked up the signal that Mitchell presumably sent to these guys, but there was also these tight beams to Earth, right?
Yeah.
What if maybe I picked up a signal saying that they know, the Earth guys know about this pickup on Prometheus and are sending a team to lie in wait for them?
Yeah, Earth Navy do things like that.
We could be
That's
useful
some-
because we know shit, even if we're just making it up. They don't know that.
That's some bloody fast positioning, though, man. You'd have to be very lucky.
Well, my luck
Weeks
is
out.
not looking great right now.
Yeah, well,
No, I know. I'm not saying it's a bad plan. I'm just saying it's got some very large holes in it.
we
Or
got
if we
12
convince
hours.
them not to go to the rendezvous, they'll never find out that there isn't an ambush going on there.
Yeah, we got 12 hours. That's the best we can hope for.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that Captain will listen to voice of reason.
Is that you now? You are the voice of reason. Oh my God, we're screwed.
Well, maybe not voice.
You're the cock of reason. Okay.
All right. I need Raf to make me a comms persuasion check. Target number 10, because you know Captain O'Rourke.
Sorry, that was communications.
Persuasion.
Just it doesn't matter. I haven't got persuasion. I've only got communications.
You don't have communication seduction.
No.
Oh, if you did have seduction, you could try that. Yeah.
I'm a little bit more direct than that. As luck would have it, though, I've got 11 plus my communications of 1 is 12.
Okay. Cool. So there's backwards and forwards. There's a bit of like somebody else comes down and go, that isn't Trey, kind of comes down and is like, Trey says this, what you saying? And then the door closes and they go away. And then somebody else come down is like, what you saying? And they, just to try and get, the story straight, make sure everybody's on team with it. And eventually, Trey comes back and is like, Raf, come on. She's up on the bridge for you. Come on.
Good luck, man.
Hit team, man. Hit team on Prometheus.
Be strong, okay?
So I'll head on up to the bridge.
All right.
We've only got a few more hours, but don't be too quick.
So yeah, you walked through the ship up to the small bridge, and there's a couple of folks kind of sat down at the front of the bridge, watching over the systems and stuff. And Captain O'Rourke is there, and she's like, I didn't expect you on the ship. Is this where you hide now, on ice haulers, working for Earther companies? Just,
Captain is just a job, you see. It's not a big deal. I was on ice hauler. I was staying away from Eugenia. Some shit went down with OPA on Eugenia, and I got in a bit of trouble, so I needed to lay low. So I got a job on Abzu's bounty, just a couple of months out of system, out to Saturn, get to ice, go to Ceres. Yeah, it's pure luck that I happened to be on the crew that dug up that special ice of yours.
just look. Not another faction here trying to beat me to this. You not heard about this first?
No, I didn't know about this. We were actually just cooking up a plan, not just now, but before you picked us up, to nick it ourselves for taking back to Taicho or one of the other stations.
Need to be careful with this shit, right? This is
Well, you need to be careful with this shit as well, Captain, because there's double cross here. There's a big one. Whatever they're paying you is not enough. There's some shit going down around this stuff. When we hear about it on Abzu's, they try to keep it from everybody. Everybody get compartmentalized. They tell ice jockeys, oh no, you mustn't tell nobody. We're just going to chop up this little bit, put it in the freezer. But then they put the freezer in the locker in the captain's ready room. But then Lev, he's going through the communication buffer. He finds tight beams going out into space. Originally, he thinking this was to you. You get tight beam from Mitchell?
No.
Mitchell's sending tight beam out into space. If he's not sending that to you, who he's sending it to? There's someone coming for this. And he sent laser tight beam out into space. On top of that, the Earth Corp isn't just beaming this message to them from Ceres. This comes straight from Earth. The Earthers, they want this shit and they're not happy. They're going to be after it. And what's this with you blowing up the bounty?
It wasn't supposed to go up like that. We just wanted to.
You blow the engines, leave them stranded, wait for a cruiser to come along. That's what I thought.
Didn't.
That's not
mean
like
to
you
make it.
Well, that's what happened with me on Eugenia. That's what happened with Lev on Hygeia.
Listen, if the stuff we picked up when we were, anyway, if it's
Prometheus
right,
is a trap.
No. Listen, I've got a contact there. They're gonna pay us big for this, not just in credits, right? In standing. This is the shit that the Earthers did to Eros.
Oh, what? You're your own faction now?
Yeah.
Your faction are what? Like 20 guys?
21. And she points at you.
21?
Yeah.
24? Listen, I know you're not a big fan of the Earther and the Martian, but the Martian, he's a science guy, right? Let him take a look at this shit. He maybe tell you more what it's worth. The Earther, he's a refrigeration expert. He installed the freezers. He can make sure that your shit is not going to melt. You don't want that shit melting. These are good men. You know, I've served with them. They're not like standard inners. And Lev, he got contacts too. If you need to pass this shit, you need to sell this shit. He knows people who know people.
No, I've got contacts already. They're going to be waiting for us on Prometheus. We're going to get credits.
We're going to get double cross.
Standing. It's going to be good for the OPA. It's going to be good for the belt, man.
They're one belt, but they're going to try and fuck you over. And who'd that tight beam go to?
Well, now you've told me, and I know. I'll tell the crew, and you can get. And you know, she's fairly convinced, like she's got the upper hand here.
If there's an Earth cruiser waiting near Saturn, we're fucked.
And she looks over to like the guy who's operating, you know, who would be where Isaac normally sits, and he's like, no ships around Prometheus, nothing showing up, boss man. He's like, see, it's all good. Maybe.
But what about that Martian stealth tech? Hang on, sorry, is that common knowledge that the Martians have stealth tech?
Martians can't afford stealth. They've got too much to go on with their terraforming.
Sorry, I didn't know that knowledge of Martian stealth tech was supposed to be on the down low.
I can't remember. I think it's one of those. Depends on the news. Depends on the news. Yeah, obviously Mars are like, nah.
Oh no, not a thing. I think Captain Holden was quite loud about it at certain points.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Actually, that's the point. In the stuff we've watched, so we would have heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not so bad then.
Oh, somebody mentioned Eros.
Yes, she did. She winds up the conversation by saying, "Look, go and get your 3. Tell them they can have a cut if they come and do what you said they can do. I want some... We're going to get that Earther to check the fridge. We're going to get that Martian to do the science. And if this all falls through, that other one, well, you better hope he isn't the person that... And he gestures. What's the guy who recognized you called, Lev?
I don't know. Didn't get a name.
No. Do you want to pick one?
Malik.
All right. And she goes, you better hope that Malik thinks that your friend isn't who he think. You better hope your friend isn't who Malik thinks he is.
Nah, Lev, he just got on the wrong side of black sky.
And she sends you unguarded back to your room.
Just open the door. Oye Beltalowda.
I didn't eat your
quick.
protein bar. I've eaten his protein.
I'm drinking his gin.
He's taken about an hour. There's been about an hour of
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In which time they've built a space laser and drilled
Yes.
through the wall. Oye
We've built an
Beltalowda.
automaton out of meat sticks and jam.
Come on, we need to go look at the freezer and start poking at the ice.
Oh, so we're out of here.
Yeah, I told you, innit?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, unpaid labour, but okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah, look, it's not unpaid labour. You're getting paid by being alive. Also, she said we can have a cut.
How much of a cut?
Well, a cut of something is better than a cut of nothing.
Not if it's our throats, man.
It's
Did
not
you
our
not
throats.
talk percentages? Come on, man. Okay.
You're,
All right.
I'll be honest with you.
Get out of the
she
room. I don't want to be in the room
doesn't
anymore.
like
I've been here
Innes,
too long.
But at the minute, Lev is at the most risk because of that guy Malik who thinks he knows him.
I convinced him. It's all good, man.
Yeah, I said
it's a
it's Black
misunderstanding.
Sky. It's not you.
Okay,
But what
let's
I'm saying
go.
is we need to go and science the shit out of this ice rock.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure the fridge is working.
All right, yeah. So
Oh.
you're led like
Okay.
they've got basically the fridge in their galley in their mess is dragged out of the kitchen because they don't want none of this crappy ice shit in the kitchen in the cooking area, and it's just sort of dragged over, still plugged in the freezer. In the fridge, there's probably still some beers or something, but the freezer is relatively empty, and it's just got this hunk of ice in it.
Are they taking any kind of biological security protocols at all with this stuff?
Hell no.
Ay.
Beltalowda!
Okay, I'm gonna need this whole area to become like a clean room. I'm gonna need all of you messy belters to go away or put on clean suits or vac suits or something. Someone please get me a vac suit if we can
Yeah, I think you're
evacuate
just
the
going to
air
have to make do with what you've got,
in
man.
this area.
You can have a
yes.
vac suit if you need one.
Yeah,
Okay, could I
they'll
have a
bring
vac
you some
suit,
vac
please?
suits. They bring you some
But-
vac suits, but they all kind of look confused. Like, this is a
There
kitchen.
isn't a clean room on this
This
shit.
is a kitchen. How clean do you want it to be? Look, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay. So has Muggins here?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Raph.
I was wondering which Muggins do you mean?
Reported back on the conversation with Claire.
Yeah. You've had some time in between, like heading out. You can
Have
have.
I heard the word Eros? Is
I
what
don't know,
I'm
Raph.
fishing
Have
for.
you heard Eros? Have you said Eros?
She did say Eros, so I am going to feed back what was said, but I'm going to make it sound like it was a much more Herculean struggle to win her over.
Okay.
That was only possible because of my natural charm and good
Okay, I
looks.
don't want to know the messy details. We'll save that for later when we've had some better gin. But okay, so if this is the black shit from Eros, we need to be very, 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 very careful. Okay, it needs to not touch anybody. We need to at least be in vac suits. I would rather this whole room was in vacuum, but we work with what we have.
Wait,
Yeah.
man, I just had a bad idea. You think them inners are trying to pull the same shit on Prometheus that they did on Eros?
I don't think the inners want to do anything on Prometheus. This is you lot.
It's not us lot, man. We don't do this shit.
Well, who is
That
she sending
Eros-
this shit to?
The shit on Eros, whatever happened there, that was the inners doing experiments. That was Earthers, man.
I heard it was
Okay.
Martians, but
It was not Martians, all right?
I mean,
Let's-
I don't see
okay,
how
hold
it
on,
could be
hold on.
Deltas. They wouldn't do that to themselves.
Belters
okay,
can't
but-
afford it either.
Well, now you got some. Okay, and you're going to sell it to some rich person you
Yeah,
don't
well, if
know.
it's the ship from on Eros, we need to find that out, don't we?
Well, it is the shit we'll do. Okay, fine. All right. Anyway, get me the vac suits. We'll take some samples. I'll do something. I don't know.
I'm going to check the fridge is plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Please.
I'm going to give it a kick.
It's like, you know, where they get the extension cord and they plug it into another extension cord, and there's a third extension cord so it's just on a massive extension cord around the ship. Some of the extension cords are gaffered together with tape. Yeah.
I'd be like, yep, it's a fridge.
Good Belter,
Oh,
never
boy.
be without duct tape.
Yeah.
No.
So Isaac van der Graaf, I would like you to make a intelligence science roll.
Okay.
This is going to be
Great.
because we haven't got much kit here, really, have we? So this is going to
No.
be like a target number 14.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Can we support him in any way? Like, I don't know, cheerleading.
I think
Yeah,
you
make
can
coffee.
cheerleader. I need to just double check because that's the one thing I couldn't find, like assisting or help or that kind of stuff. So my homework for this week will be to find the help rules, and if
Okay,
not,
in good news.
next week we'll gaffer tape some help rules together.
Yes. What was the target? Was it 14?
16.
16?
It was 14 a minute
Okay.
ago.
Oh, was it? Was it 14? I
getting
thought it was
Yeah, you just
14.
escalated.
All right, 14.
Well, I got
Has he
17.
got 15?
And I
You got
got
17.
a double, and my drama dice is a 6.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Who
I'm
needs
so
rerolls, eh?
glad. Holy shit. Yes, I was counting on the reroll for that one. I was like, fuck! I need to not screw this up. Yeah, I think it's mostly Jan. Yeah.
All right.
Ubery?
So, I don't know how much, like, Van der Graaf, how much he was interested in what happened and what went down on Eros.
I do also have the knowledgeable talent. So
Oh, good.
I'm inquisitive and I learn fast. So probably a bit.
Yeah.
And I would have watched some of the video and I certainly would have listened to the tunes.
And as a
Because that's
pilot,
some
I guess
weird shit, man.
the weird maneuvers that Eros did would probably be of interest to a pilot.
Oh, that's like not physics, man. I
Yeah.
don't know how that happens.
All right, so there's a couple of things that's interesting here. Firstly, from where you saw it last, like when they had it in the essentially big bucket that they were carrying it through the ship, now here in the fridge, it looks a little bit shiny and blue. Like it looks
Oh boy.
sparkly inside there.
Oh, clean.
Yeah. It's based, so based on your understanding of, it's definitely something that's not a normal contaminant of satin ice. It's got some sort of bioluminescence in there that is not
That's never good.
not showing up earlier on. So
I've just been narrating all of this into my hand terminal.
Yeah,
like a
just like-
proper autopsy person. Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
got some.
okay, we've got some bioluminescence. There's some weird shit going on.
And as some of the ice has melted, because this is now just in like basically our home fridge, our home freezer, and has been for a few hours, you can see that some of the water is dripping, some of the ice has melted a bit, and it looks like where the bioluminescence is, it's like moving through the weaker ice kind of thing. This is.
Only,
Need to
can
get
you
this
turn
shit
this thing
outside.
up? Because this is not cold enough.
Foley.
Is there a
Right,
dial
close
in
to
the
me.
fridge?
It is very cold in space. I would suggest the safest place for that shit is outside of the
Outside.
ship.
Oh, yeah, like no
we
one
are on the
near
inside.
us.
That shit should be on the outside.
You just throw it in an airlock and vent the airlock and open it
Yeah.
to the other side.
Oh,
So I will need somebody to make a some kind of communication role to convince Captain O'Rourke that this is, because it sounds like you're trying to get her to leave her treasure in an open airlock. So maybe some of your dodgy friends can come and spacewalk and steal it off her.
Wow, she's even more paranoid
Where
than me.
from?
Yeah.
We're not moving.
You've told her there's somebody else coming for this. Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
So we're gonna have to make some sort of convincing here.
Can I just ask, how much have we heard about Eros? Obviously, it was all over the news. That it kind of wibbly. But have we, like, for example, have we heard of the blue goo?
I think that's secret.
I think
It's rumored as to whether it's weapons testing because
some
Yeah,
sort
we've
of
because
weapons
Earth and
testing.
Mars are still
Bioweapon.
thinking at this point that each of them was testing a weapon.
Definitely some sort of bioweapon.
Okay.
I don't know. Diogo made it off Eros, so he's probably told everybody about Miller and whatever. Yeah. So it depends on whether you've been anywhere near.
Yeah, but Diogo's full of shit, so nobody. I'm not going to believe that guy. He's a loud mouth.
Yeah, he is. But he's true. He's true. I love Diogo. He's one of my favorite characters. So yeah, some sort of bioweapons testing. Captain O'Rourke did say to Raph, this is the stuff that they used on Eros. So if he's fed that back to everybody, there is that kind of like, is that what it is? But yeah, we haven't heard of the blue goo. We certainly haven't heard the word protomolecule thrown around.
So whatever happens, whether we put it in space, we need to stop it melting. Otherwise, the captain is not going to have anything nice and shiny to sell. Okay, that's pretty standard, pretty simple to explain, Raf. I think you can probably manage that one. Yeah. Obviously, it would be a lot nicer if the thing just wasn't on the ship because there's something biological going on here, and that's not right. If it's come out of the ice of Saturn, then that's probably extraterrestrial, and who knows what that's going to do. But if it is part of one of these Earther bioweapons, then shit, man. We need like some sort of containment on that.
Yep.
You don't want to turn your ship into a new Eros, man. Like, look, we're ice haulers. We deal with ice. No offense,
what
man.
We do.
But your ice storage is for shit. You got cables all over the place. I mean, you got duct tape here. It's melting. That shit is glowing. That is no good.
Yeah, basically.
In an airlock, right? Exposed to vacuum. You don't have to leave the door wide open. Just leave it open a little bit.
But you don't even have to do that. Just turn off climate control inside the airlock, set it to the colder space. Or stick it in the hold, far away from the light and the heat, and put it in the coldest bit of the ship where nobody even knows where it is. But it can't stay in the fridge in your kitchen because it's melting and there's going to be ice on the floor. And when there's ice on the floor, there's going to be bodies on the floor.
All right, make me a communication persuasion roll. Who's doing it? Who's gonna be the talking?
Anybody got focus and persuasion?
You are better at it than I am.
All right. I've got okay, let's try it. I've got 3 in communication. I'll give it a go.
So we'll call it target number 10 because A, she's a bit paranoid, which would make it higher. But B, you're all talking very good, sensible things here.
Not a very good roll, and there's no doubles. That's 5, 7, 10.
10.
Just squeaked it.
So
Can I roll as well to support? I don't know.
That's the thing I'm going to check. That's my homework for this week, and we'll double check. Because what you could do is raise your score through fortune, and increase your score through fortune if you wanted. But you've made the target number. So she looks at you. She nods, and she's like, "You're right, Raph. He's a clever guy. He's a clever guy. Both of them." And she looks at the Martian. She looks at Van der Graaf. And she says to Trey, get that to the airlock. We'll open it up. And Trey just goes in with his vac-suited gloves, picks up the chunk of ice. And this is where we'll end it. As Trey walks through the Anne Bonnie.
Rippling.
I'm kind of like plastered against the wall to get as far away from that guy as possible.
He walks through the Anne Bonnie, the Bonnie Anne, and puts the rock in a tub, gets a couple of like bungee cords to keep it in place, and they open the door, and all the atmo vents out, the temperature drops, and the lights and everything in there are dark, and the glow, the bioluminescence sort of drops slightly.
I know I've only been at Ice Hauler for 4 months, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you do it.
Yeah.
No, man, that's really not. Can we get a camera hooked up in the airlock just to keep an eye on this, Ben? Because
There will be cameras in the airlock, but yeah, that's where we'll end it.
Okay.
Like as the air is vented, the bioluminescence of what we know to be the protomolecule drops as it's no longer feeding on everything in the back of the kitchen. We are about 5, maybe 6 hours away from Prometheus, and that's where we'll end. We'll end session 1. Yay, we're not dead.
We still need to do the draw, don't we?
We do. We've got some wonderful PDFs. Garbalag Prime, are you there? Can you give us a shout out in chat if you're ready? We've got I've seen loads of Anne Bonnies going through. Yes, PDF
Yeah, there
time.
we go. Seance time.
Seance time. Can you hear us?
Are
Yeah.
you there, Garblag? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
he's there.
Punch Nightbot, Garblag. Do it.
Do it.
Nightbot.
And there's the lag, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna punch it.
Gonna punch it.
There's the lag on
Please.
the lag.
Lag, lag.
Hey,
The
foo.
foo.
Ah!
The foo. Congratulations, you've won 4 PDFs.
In this context, we don't pity the foo.
One of which is actually not yet released, but if you do the thing that Green Ronin have told us to do, you will get it as soon as it is. Come and find me on the Garblag Discord. Somebody will very kindly in a moment put in !Discord, and that will put the thing up and do the stuff. Come and find me on there, and I will tell you how to get your PDFs. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Ben, you've got more things happening this week, haven't you?
Yes. Right. Yes, the calendar. Sorry, I'm the scheduling guy, aren't I? So tomorrow we have more world building in which Pete and myself will be using Worlds Without Number to continue developing a string of islands in Pete's World Mountain setting. We've got plenty more to go, and we haven't even touched on religion yet, which is when I really start to flex. So that will be coming up tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, Once Upon a Time in the Old World, Warhammer 4th edition. Jim's running an excellent game that definitely isn't Pirate Cowboys in the Old World.
It is.
Thursday, we've got more Travelery goodness,
Yes.
in which Millie won't be appearing because she walked off the ship without permission. And I'm going to have to explain everything to the captain instead.
Yeah.
I was going to let her do it because he respected her.
No, I'm the old lady.
That's why he respected you.
Oh, okay.
And then Friday, we are going to be doing a special 1.5 shot on Friday and the following Friday of Changed Stars, the Kickstarter for which is releasing next week. It's by the good folks over at Diesel Shot, including our favourite crazed lunatic, Pat, who pops up on our channel every once in a while. She's probably going to start screaming and getting banned by Nightbot in just a second. So that's Friday. That's what we're going to be doing then. Playtesting a new game coming out next week on Kickstarter. And that's this week. And then we're back next week for more of The Expanse,
More of this shit.
where we're expanding.
Andy, you're really cool. Do you have anything cool you want to tell people to look at?
Not that I'm allowed to talk about yet. I've got a few cool things in the pipeline, but I'm sworn to secrecy, NDAs and all that. So yeah, that's why I'm not tweeting about work much at the moment, because I'm not allowed to talk about it.
How
But as soon as I'm
mysterious.
allowed to talk, you'll be the first to know.
All right.
The Expanse season 7.
All right. It's been awesome, guys. Next week we will find out if we're going to get double crossed. We also gain a level between now and next week.
Whoa.
So we'll work out how to do leveling up in the Expanse. It has been a delight. Thank you very much for playing RPGs with me. And we'll be back next week. Bye.